fuck the other block on the drive?
Ain't no, fuck the front street.
What the fuck is the front
What
street?
the fuck is the front street?
How y'all front street gonna be front line?
I'm saying like, cause we be sipping on blood and shit while we on the front line.
On BD. It's it.
They ass stink. They ass is a stink. Like I'm saying, what the fuck is the 400 East? You heard of them?
Never.
I ain't never heard of them. We don't know. We don't know what a TW is. The 400 East, Front Street, shit, Gyro.
We don't know what nobody is.
We don't know what they ass is. We don't even know what the fuck they be hanging at.
You ready to get outside?
So you really making this shit on here like you just a threat to us or something, gang?
Hey, on J-Lo, nigga, when I was in work, nigga, look, fuck all the bullshit, nigga. I'm in work release, nigga. I'm in traffic. I show y'all what I'm at.
Gang.
And I'm on the CF right now.
Have you ever did something to Front Street?
Have I ever did something to Front Street?
Yes.
Yeah, I did something to Front Street.
Generation, do y'all still fall under the BD Act? Cause they was trying to say y'all renegade BDs.
I ain't gonna lie, don't get no
cracking church on hard to
the Hey, shout out my boy Slim.
Oh, hold on. Taking them, spinning them blocks when they catch us all, they be yelling and running from me.
Crack the trade, so whatever. Like got these. Stay
doing that drumming jeans, big BD cracking trash. All that too, I do.
Hold on, get off on BD.
So y'all generation don't go by nations no more like the older guys did.
Hell no, get off. Fuck what everybody gotta say too. Anybody gotta say something.
Y'all feel like nowadays everybody be under the EBK Act now?
Hell yeah. I don't
shit. They slam, I'm hanging with snakes for real.
I don't trust nobody but mine though.
I done been slamming a lot of niggas out from a lot of different hoods and niggas be just quick. So, bitch, I'm slamming.
The snakes. Must kill all.
That's why niggas don't hang with us. You see, we be over there. You don't see no other gangs over there for real.
Nah.
For real though. You don't be seeing nobody over there, do you?
Nah.
That's what I'm telling you. Niggas just don't know. And we don't even be on that for real. It's just niggas be.
And don't nobody else gotta feel how I feel. They just used to not no motherfucker saying nothing. You get what I'm saying? So they used to probably sourcing them not saying nothing if they do diss a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? So they just used to a motherfucker not saying nothing. So then when the motherfucker say something, it's now you doing this, now you doing that.
Chasing some clout.
How the fuck somebody chase some clout, bro? Y'all, you niggas.
But I mean,
y'all riding another nigga wave, bro. Nobody chasing y'all ass, boy.
Straight back though. You don't gotta believe it. You can hear whatever. Oh, these people saw this. I don't give a fuck what y'all heard. I ain't out here seeing talking on my ass like these niggas do, bro. Folks them killed T-Roy and Brian killed that nigga. No matter what the fuck else. And look, I might be saying it in a harsh way, but I'm no way in no form of fashion trying to be disrespectful to blood. Rest in peace to Big Gang. Niggas was backdooring. That's why I'm speaking out on the shit. I don't want nothing. First Street know what's up. They know that it's been some shit going on for years
but
now.
T-Roy and Chief Keef was cool. Why was T-Roy kill Chief Keef cousin though?
We can't even get to all the main logistics of it, but we just gonna say niggas is followers. T-Roy and Vaughn was who they was, but that don't mean that them niggas was like them niggas listen to people. Like if the followers, that's all this should ever be. Niggas was followers. T-Roy and Vaughn was followers.
O'Block versus Front Street. Episode 2. The hoods that made them, the blood that broke them. You want to understand this beef? Then you need to go back further than any social media post, further than any interview, further than the trolling and the diss tracks and the body count claims and the YouTube thumbnails that turned real people's grief into clicks. You need to go back to the ground itself. Because the war between O'Block and Front Street is not a new war. It is not a beef that started last year or the year before. It is the product of decades of compressed geography, fractured brotherhood, and the specific kind of pain that only happens when people who were supposed to be on the same side start burying each other.
Our local rap star is dead, gunned down in Englewood. Thanks for joining us. I'm Harry Porterfield.
And I'm Dana Kozlov. Roseanne is off this morning. The singer known as Blood Money was one of 9 people shot during a violent night across the city. CBS 2's Susanna Song is live outside Stroger Hospital with the latest. Susanna, good morning.
Good morning, Dana and Harry. Blood Money went by the name of Mario Hess. That's his real name. His family is in shock this morning. They can't believe he's dead. It was just 2 weeks ago that he signed a record deal with a company out of Los Angeles. Now, this is out of jealousy.
He made it. He made it, and they was mad.
Who was mad?
he had a lot of people just jealous of him, and it's sad, you know. You know, he came from nothing to that. Look at him. He didn't deserve that though, at all. Now one of them, Darnell neither.
He wasn't one of those types, whereas he felt like he made it and he was too good for us. He was right here with us still. Day before yesterday, that's how he got killed last night, because he represented his hood.
And what makes this story different from every other Chicago street conflict that the documentation community has covered is this: the people at the center of it. The dead men, the living men, the sons and cousins and childhood friends on every side of every incident we are about to document. We're all supposed to be family. Same flag, same BD, same Southside soil. That is the wound that never closes. In episode 1, we introduced you to the landscape. We established the basic architecture of who O-Block is and who Front Street is, and why these two BD formations, separated by a few blocks of Chicago real estate but connected by decades of shared identity under the Black Disciples umbrella, ended up in a conflict that has now claimed lives on both sides and shown no sign of stopping even as the big names fall one by one. Episode 2 is where we go deep. We are going to tell you the things that get skipped in the 15-minute breakdown videos. The human stories behind the names. The specific incidents that turned cold tension into hot war. The blood money situation. And we are going to give you every dimension of it, including the parts that people actively do not want to talk about.
I love put the cameras on me. And I don't give a fuck about your family on me. Gang shit, man. I'm rich as a bitch and I kill you like Tony Montana on coke. I put a 3.5 in the switch shot, blew it and didn't even choke. My workers be working and twerking, they jerking, they working the dough. Bitch, you play with me, pumping. Y'all supposed to be at night. Y'all stripper hoes be uploading all in one just to get 1,000 off. Y'all be tripping. This how y'all supposed to do it.
Hey,
J Hood from O-Block, he had like, he doing this little number or whatever. We got a little platform. He be on different platforms. He be saying a lot of stuff that people don't necessarily agree with him sharing. On one platform, he was speaking on allegedly. Well, this is what he said. He said, and this alleged though, but he said it was like basically he was saying that Boss Top had Von and T-Roy do some of the blood money allegedly. Now, Von got a song, and this is what the fans pointed this out, and I seen this, but they pointed out Von say, my homie think I killed his cousin, but oh well, on one of the lyrics that he got on his song.
Right.
So they surmised that he's speaking on blood money in that instance. Do you feel like, we not sure if the Chief Keef shit is real or not, but do you feel like that could have sparked something like that if this true? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? If this true, because we don't know.
I don't even, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When I be hearing shit like that, like, you know, he said, I don't know, like I say, bro, people be accused of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know who he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know, nigga, it's Von. Motherfuckers always thinking Von did something. Like, you know, this just like, you know, it's always Von name coming up and shit, and especially if you think about when shit was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were always like, if something happened in a certain year, bro, they would have said it was Von. Everything that happened in 2013 or 2014 or 2012 before he got booked, like, they would have just said it was folks. Like,
the role of Boss Top. The specific, devastating, underreported dynamic of what Tay 600 revealed about the period when O-Block was shooting at 600.
Did you know OD?
Yeah, I knew O. He got killed when I was a shorty. But yeah, I knew O. O blew at me before.
He shot at you before?
Yeah, O blew at me before, man.
What happened in that situation, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just a little situation where our blocks had a little animosity with each other over some shit that had nothing to do with them. They was actually aiding and assisting Front Street. D-Thing from Front Street, D-Thing from my hood, and one of the guys from Front Street had a little issue over a female. You know what I'm saying? And they was blowing at each other. It was like they was shooting at each other and they best friends was shooting at each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? They used to be folks from Front Street and his two besties and D-Thing from my block and Lil Boo and folks them. And, I mean, Lil Boo and they other bestie. I ain't gonna say his name because he's still alive. But they used to be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned into one of them things where it was a little issue and motherfucker end up getting into it one day with folks in them, and O Block was with them. You know, he the type of nigga for ain't finna be no shooting if he ain't busting his gun. Like, so when shit started happening, he started busting his gun. You know what I'm saying? And he was busting that bitch at us. He was busting that bitch at us on King David.
He ain't hit you though.
Nah. He wasn't blowing just at me. It was like a couple of motherfuckers. It was like a lot. It was a little scenery. You know what I'm saying?
The T-Roy chapter. The 1E trolling that reignited everything. And the men, living and dead, who are still standing in the middle of all of it, trying to make sure that the people they lost are remembered correctly. If this is your first time on The Streets Are Talking, subscribe right now, because we are the forensic record. We do not sensationalize. We do not pick sides. We give you the full picture with the full weight it deserves. This is episode 2. Let's go. 10. Alter Chapter 1. The Ground. How Two Worlds Were Built. Before there was a beef, there was a geography. And before there was a geography, there was a decision made by people in offices, far from the south side of Chicago, about where to put the people who had nowhere else to go. Parkway Garden Homes. Built in the mid-1940s as affordable housing in the greater Grand Crossing area of Chicago's South Side, a complex of low-rise apartment buildings on approximately 6 acres of land on South King Drive, bounded by 63rd Street to the south and running north toward 60th. When it was built, it was part of the wave of mid-century public and subsidized housing that was supposed to provide stable, affordable, dignified housing for working-class families, in a city that had been rapidly expanding since the Great Migration brought hundreds of thousands of Black Americans from the South to Chicago's industrial economy. By the time the people who would eventually name it O Block were growing up inside it, the original promise had long since been hollowed out. Federal disinvestment, concentrated poverty, the demolition of other nearby housing projects that pushed displaced families into already stressed communities. Parkway Gardens had absorbed all of it. By the late 1980s, the complex was home to multiple gang formations operating within and around its geography. Black Disciples, Gangster Disciples. These organizations, which had once been unified under the Black Gangster Disciple Nation before a catastrophic split in the 1970s, produced two distinct and eventually violently opposed formations.
Who this individual is, this that former governor of the Gangster Disciple organization, Aberdell Clerk. Of course, he one of the main motherfuckers who brought Gangster Disciple to the Greasy. Aberdell, what can you say to my viewers about the history of the Black Gangster Disciple organization and your experience?
First things first, to the Islamic Ummah, the Kushi Ummah, the Jinji Ummah, and the rest that might fall into the category of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Yes indeed, first things first. The organization was formed in the 70s. It started with Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover was a High Supreme gangster. David Barksdale was a devil disciple. They used to be adversaries, but they see that there was two kings of all kings that could nobody touch their status, so they united, collaborated this organization into one function. The Black Gangster Disciples is where it all started in. I was only 13 years old when I first became a Black Gangster Disciple. There it is right there. BGD. The Gangster Disciples originated from Black Gangster Disciples. That's our original pitchfork. So, what it was, after Larry and King David, the king of all kings, saw that they couldn't be adversaries no longer, that there was two of a kind, Larry said, well, David, I'm always be a gangster no matter what. David said, well, Larry, I'm always be a disciple. I'm devil disciple, you have supreme gangster. So what we're going to do with this organization, we're going to be gangster disciples, but Black gangster disciples. So the organization unified, and the Black Gangster Disciples organization emerged.
Both had presence in Parkway Gardens. The BDs and the GDs were enemies, and they were living on top of each other. The Parkway Gardens that Chief Keef, King Von, Lil Durk, And the people who became O Block grew up in was a landscape shaped by all of this history. It was a landscape where the violence was not random or arbitrary, but rooted in specific faction loyalties and specific territorial claims that stretched back decades before any of them were born. They inherited a war. They did not choose it. It arrived before them, the way the buildings themselves had arrived before them, as a given condition of the world they came into. The specific formation that would eventually be called O Block operated under the YIC city identity, a faction of the Black Disciples, the initials representing a specific chapter within the broader BD organizational structure. They were BDs. They had been BDs from the beginning, and their primary enemies, the people whose very presence in proximity to Parkway Gardens meant daily danger, were GDs, Gangster Disciples, the organization that had split from the same original body and taken a different name and a different direction and become, by the 1980s and 1990s, a massive and powerful street organization with claims all over the South Side.
It's had a 25-year-long stronghold on Chicagoland. Now local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies believe they've crippled the Gangster Disciples' sophisticated drug-running operation.
We are the toughest gang in town, and we intend to work together in the future to make sure that no one steps into this void.
Before you get to the building. All right, this guy's right out on Lake Street. If you got somebody come up Lake and somebody hit the building, we got them. 2215.
Should I? The guy with the other gun's in the doorway, right?
No.
I'm
hopefully.
Understood.
How close are you all?
He's on
They just blew it. They're gonna blow it for us if they keep coming. Somebody gotta give him a wave off.
He's on the side. He's right on the side.
I got him.
5300. The guy in the middle of the playground.
Here's the cops.
The guy in the middle of the playground's got the gun. He's got on a white shirt. You all, the TAC team was walking up now.
All right, you want out?
He's coming back toward Lake Street. He's coming back Lake Street and stop. The guy's in the middle of the playground by the slide. The one by the slide.
There's a guy back here.
Here's the cop. Here they are.
Tell him back here. Tell this guy here.
What the fuck are they doing? 5300, can I have the air squad? Go ahead.
In August of 2011, a 20-year-old Black disciple named Odie Perry was shot and killed near Parkway Gardens. He was shot on August 11th, 2011. He was 20 years old. His government name was Odie, a real name, not a nickname, the name his mother gave him. And within the community of Parkway Gardens, he was known and respected in the specific way that young men become known and respected in these environments, through the daily life of the block, through the relationships built over years of shared geography and shared experience. After Odie Perry was killed, the people of Parkway Gardens named their home for him. Not for a city official or a civic leader or anyone whose significance to the broader world exceeded his significance to the specific community of people who had known him. They named it O Block, the O standing for OD, the block standing for the geography that now bore his name. This is how O Block got its name. Not from a rap song, not from a marketing decision, from grief, from the specific human practice of Southside communities converting their losses into geography, making the dead permanent by embedding them in the physical landscape of the living, and from that naming forward, everything carried a different weight. When Chief Keef said O Block in a song, he was not using a neighborhood name the way other rappers use neighborhood names as set dressing. He was invoking the name of a person, a dead person, a person whose killing had reorganized the emotional landscape of the people who lived there. Now go 3 blocks. Go from 63rd Street South on King Drive, and then cut toward Indiana Avenue and you are in different territory. 61st and Indiana, the stretch between 61st and 63rd, from Michigan Avenue east to Prairie Avenue. This is Front Street. This is 061. This is where Fredo Santana grew up, where the people who would eventually become the most vocal defenders of Blood Money's legacy came from. Front Street is a Black Disciples set. BD, same organizational flag as O-Block.
Put your trust in yourself, don't ever trust a bitch. Don't trust it. Oh, I can't go. I guess this nigga mad cause he can't.
The foundational paradox of everything that follows in this documentary. The two formations at the center of this conflict share an organizational identity. They are both BDs. They are supposed to be brothers under the same umbrella. They are supposed to move together against the shared enemies that the broader Black Disciples framework identifies as opposition. Front Street's territory is specific, and its identity is specific. The block built its character through the specific human beings who came from it. Through Fredo Santana, who would become one of the most important and most underappreciated figures in the history of Chicago drill music. A man whose heroin and lean addiction would eventually kill him in January 2018 at 26 years old. Through Blood Money, Mario Hess, born February 13, 1984, who was not just a Front Street member but a GBE signee, Chief Keef's cousin, a man who had been rapping and building his name in the drill ecosystem at the same time as the biggest names from O-Block were building theirs. The geographic proximity of these two formations, 3, maybe 4 blocks separating their respective home territories on the south side of Chicago, meant that the relationship between them was never going to be abstract. These were people who saw each other, who attended some of the same events, who moved through the same stores and the same streets and the same social world. The tension between them, when it came, was not the tension of distant strangers who had never met. It was the tension of neighbors, of people who knew each other's faces. And that proximity, that specific intimacy of people who share the same compressed geography, is what made the eventual conflict so costly and so irreversible. You cannot wage war against strangers the way you wage war against people you recognize. Chapter 2. Same flag, different fire. The BD Brotherhood and its hidden cracks. Here is something the internet version of the O-Block versus Front Street story consistently fails to adequately explain: how two Black Disciples formations ended up as enemies. Because the question has a real answer, and the answer is not as simple as they stopped getting along. The answer goes through the internal political structure of the Black Disciples organization, through the specific way that a large, decentralized gang operates in practice versus in theory, and through the specific history of the South Side geography in which both of these formations exist. The Black Disciples, as an organization, do not operate as a monolith. They are not a single hierarchical structure with a clear chain of command that reaches from the top leadership down to every individual member on every individual block that claims BD affiliation. They are, in practice, a collection of semi-autonomous sets, local formations that operate under the BD umbrella but that maintain their own internal leadership, their own territorial claims, their own set of alliances and conflicts that are independent of what other BD sets are doing. This means that two BD sets can, and frequently do, end up in conflict with each other without any formal organizational sanction or prohibition applying to stop them. The shared BD identity is real. The organizational flag means something, but it does not override the specific ground-level politics of proximity and grievance that develop between specific sets on specific blocks over specific incidents.
I don't play with you. It was just on house arrest. You on house arrest. We ain't get the chance to play with each other yet.
But I'm saying, gang, you know this.
It's only the phone, gang. It's only so much we could do to each other over the phone. I just don't be feeling like arguing with
Listen,
you all
you know
day.
this task. I don't phone them, gang. I don't call.
Gang, I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. We gonna smoke you, gang. We gonna smoke you out, bro. Leave alone, bro. Play with Lil Shorty and them, gang. You don't want to see us in
You
bro.
call me, gang. Y'all ain't did me, gang.
What?
I don't
On
phone
J-Lo.
them. Not
On J-Lo.
Not you.
On J-Lo, you ain't been touched.
Not by you.
On J-Lo, you ain't been touched.
On J-Lo, I ain't been touched by you, gang.
Right. That's what we gonna keep it at, right?
Right.
You got touched, gang.
Now, on 13, one of your homies ain't get touched.
Okay, gang, one person. How many of y'all been touched?
Hold on.
Including
On
you.
13, more than 2 people ain't get touched.
For my shit?
Yeah.
Come on, gang. That don't count, gang. On Tana, I see what you trying to do. I
Oh
see
my
what you trying to do, gang.
God, man.
I see what you trying. Okay. You can't say more than 2 people. On Tana, you can't say more than 2 people, gang. You can say 10 years ago in Drakey. That's it, gang. On Tana, you guys got like, I don't even gotta go there, gang. I don't even, and you one of them on my sister. I ain't been touched in our war. You have.
Damn.
Ain't no nigga out my crowd been touched in our war. And my crowd the only ones that did something to y'all.
Oh my God, gang. Was
I'm
you with
lying?
them when I got shot?
Right. I'm not.
You
I'm not
wasn't,
even talking
gang.
about that.
You wasn't, bro. So why
I
you
ain't even talking
talking
about that
about it?
though.
You talking about some other niggas work,
I ain't
gang?
even talking about that though.
Though he was acting too beastie. Remember I said that?
Yeah, you be with them. I'm like, yeah, boy, them his family.
I say, gang, you acting too beastie to be with everybody, gang. Something gonna happen to you, little bro.
Yeah, all that playing the middle shit, thinking your family bigger than the mob, folk. Ain't none of that. Ain't no man bigger than other.
On Lil Rob grave, you ain't lying. That's one thing I can say. You niggas ain't just laughing. I don't give a fuck
I
what
look,
game.
so
What
now
game
look,
you set in, boy? Your
hey,
family
so
will
now
not
little
say
bro,
your
People do
hey,
not
now
care
little bro
about
got to
this,
sit in
bro.
the hospital and think about like, damn, I just could have checked.
I could have just sat in the crib instead of trying to go dick ride some other niggas.
Yeah, I could have just checked, gang, because that's
What happened?
exactly what you gonna do. You damn, I could have just checked.
That's what happened.
And my mama, he lucky for he got hit like 5 times. So niggas be down by
Oh,
one ass shot.
you hear me? And on,
Right,
oh,
that's what
He
happened.
must was shooting back on bro.
He wasn't shooting back.
No. He got shot with this bump on him.
He ain't shoot
He
that
got
bitch at
shot with
all.
his burn on him.
Hell no.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. That shit happened to somebody else like that before too, though. So I can't even talk.
How you get shot with
It
your burner
happens.
on you?
It happens. It
Nah,
happens.
it happened.
I ain't
Don't get
gonna
what
lie
you
on
get
Jado.
out here, bro.
It happens, bro.
I
Hey,
got a
hey,
good
That
hey,
ass
mean you gotta go to
I
hey,
got a
jail.
good
hey,
That
ass
mean you gotta go to jail,
explaining for
hospital.
my
hey,
shit.
look, 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 look.
To jail.
What Tay 600 revealed in a documented interview that circulated publicly and that was specifically discussed in the Chiricology community is that this dynamic played out in a period that most of the current documentation of the O Block versus Front Street situation does not spend adequate time on, the period around 2011. Tay 600 explicitly described an era in which O Block was shooting at 600, not a hypothetical tension, not a cold beef expressed through Instagram captions. Active, physical conflict between O Block and the 600 formation that operated out of the Washington Park corridor.
Did you know OD?
Yeah, I knew O. I knew O. He got killed when I was a shorty. But yeah, I knew O. O blew at me before.
He shot at you before?
Yeah, O blew at me before, man.
What happened in that situation, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was just a little situation where our blocks had a little animosity with each other over some shit that had nothing to do with them. They was actually aiding and assisting Front Street. D-Thing from Front Street, D-Thing from my hood, and one of the guys from Front Street had a little issue over a female. You know what I'm saying? And they was blowing at each other. It was like they was shooting at each other and they best friends was shooting at each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? They used to be folks from Front Street and his two besties and D-Thing from my block and Lil Boo and folks them. Lil Boo and they other bestie. I ain't gonna say his name because he's still alive. But they used to be going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And then it turned into one of them things where it was a little issue and motherfucker end up getting into it one day with folks in them, and O Block was with them. You know, he the type of nigga, folk, ain't finna be no shooting if he ain't busting his gun. Like, so when shit started happening, he started busting his gun. You know what I'm saying? And he was busting that bitch at us. He was busting that bitch at us on King David.
He ain't hit you though.
Nah. He wasn't blowing just at me. It was like a couple of motherfuckers. It was like a lot. It was a little scenery. You know what I'm saying? A little movie.
Man, that's crazy, bro. The dude who O Block is named after was shooting at y'all.
Yeah, on for them. You feel? But the next day, that shit got squashed. You know what I'm saying? And
somebody shooting at you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we the guys, folks. So no motherfucker don't get shot or killed. You feel me? Niggas could eradicate.
The crew that would eventually include Memo 600, that had at its center the Steve Drive territory, that operated under the BD umbrella just as O'Block did. Think about what this means for the whole picture. In the early drill era, the years when Chief Keef was becoming a global phenomenon out of Inglewood, when the music was starting to attract national media attention, when the world was first beginning to understand that something significant was happening on the south side of Chicago. In that exact moment, O-Block was not only at war with GDs and other external enemies. They were, according to Tay 600's documented account, at some point in active conflict with 600, with another BD set, with people who were supposed to be on the same side. This is not an anomaly in the history of Chicago street conflict. It is, in fact, entirely consistent with how these organizations function in practice. The shared flag does not prevent conflict. It just makes the conflict carry an additional layer of betrayal when it erupts. When your enemy is a stranger, the conflict is a territorial dispute. When your enemy is a fellow BD from 3 blocks over, a person who operates under the same organizational identity, who is supposed to recognize you as a brother, the conflict becomes something more complicated. It becomes a family fracture. And family fractures are always the ones that go deepest. The period in which O-Block and 600 had active tensions is important context for understanding the subsequent relationship between O-Block and Front Street. Because Front Street in this same era was navigating its own set of relationships with the broader BD ecosystem. Front Street was allied with 600. The hip-hop database's documented account of Front Street's alliances specifically names 600 Brick City as an ally. And Front Street had its own complicated on and off relationship with O-Block. What Tay 600's account reveals is that the landscape of the early drill era was not organized neatly into 2 sides. GDs on one side, BDs on the other, with all the BD sets unified against the shared opposition. It was more fractured than that, more human than that. The intra-BD conflicts that simmered below the surface of the public narrative were real and were producing real consequences.
Y'all is like real life. We Hey, look, bro,
Y'all tweaking,
you
gang.
some
This ain't fun. We really
2022
got it
ass
going on
game
in Jersey
banger.
for real, like actively.
You some 2022 ass
Y'all
game
tweaking,
banger.
G.
Whatever you say, yeah, I'm a 2022 game banger, and
Nah, hell nah. He been gang banging before 22. Before he got booked for that little fluky shit with his uncle in like 20.
I'm
He
saying, hey,
been
boo up.
Lil G probably what 19, 29. I say
Hey,
Lil G
gang.
been gang bang since he was like 12, 13, like 12.
Hey, I'm saying, boo up. What have you heard of him doing, gang? What the fuck?
I don't want to see it.
You ain't never heard of him doing no gangster shit but that.
I ain't never did shit. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right, you a kid, gang, on phone them. You not on that.
He ain't that step on niggas' head.
Hey, and on photo. Hey, Ross, you got him on the phone with you, Ross?
I'm real about where I'm at.
Gang,
Hey,
yo,
nah though. Hey, you hear me though? Hey, Lil G, keep it a buck though. Between me and Fat Fool right there, we get who gonna really come to one of them lows though? Who gonna lamp one of them bitches out?
Doing little fat fool that's talking.
Yeah, who gonna really come lamp them
They
bitches?
not they not on shit. They gonna tell to drop my load of them niggas on Gusto Grada, call take money. Where you at?
Hey, boo up.
Go.
As hell.
Tell him, gang, it's different when he talking to me, gang.
Chicago. I forgot. This ain't
I ain't gonna lie,
Baltimore.
folks. Don't get that fat bitch your low.
Hey, what the? Give it to me, gang. On Jado, give me your load. You tough. Give it
They
to
know
me.
what it is.
Don't get him your low,
How
gang.
you personally give my little bro?
Don't do
Call me.
that.
Ross got my number. Call me right now and give me your load.
I know how to maneuver
I
through this
don't
shit.
get niggas my low, folks. You can
Hey,
call me
hey,
what
boo
you
up,
want.
gang.
I
Don't see
hurt
you
people.
tell him shit. He think this shit a gang. He think I'm a
I don't
kid,
give
gang.
people my address. You
Give
got
me
my
your
low.
load.
I ain't gonna lie. You tell me my low, shorty, I'm gonna be out that bitch that same day. On my dead homie. I'm gonna be go. This shit real, boy. On my cousin, boy. I like waking
Hey,
up.
Ross, man. He just said he on Tay here. Give me his load. Give it to me.
Might want to come out there.
Okay. You can't say more than 2 people. On Tana, you can't say more than 2 people, gang. You can say that shit from 10 years ago in Drakey. That's it, gang. On Tana, y'all ass got like, I don't even gotta go there, gang. I don't even, and you one of them. On my sister, I ain't been touched in our war. You have.
Damn.
Ain't no nigga out my crowd been touched in our war. And my crowd the only ones that did something to y'all.
Oh my fucking god, gang.
I'm lying?
Was you with them when I got shot?
Right. What the fuck? I'm not. What the fuck
You
is you talking? I'm not
wasn't,
even
gang.
talking about that.
You wasn't, bro. So why
I
you
ain't even talking
talking
about that
about it?
though.
You talking about some other niggas work,
I ain't
gang?
even talking about that though. That ain't the only time somebody from over there been touched.
Hey, you hear me? They did that shit granddaddy as hell on
That
J-Lo.
ain't the only time somebody
I
been
never
touched, gang.
seen, hold on, I never seen 4 shooters and they don't finish they food, gang.
That's how you know you don't even know your ass lying. It was only 3.
Oh
It was
my.
3 in the driver. 4 people ain't. That's how you know you don't even be knowing what happened to you. I ain't got to go back and forth with you about that shit.
You was there. Let you tell it. Your ass wasn't
Man, I
there, man.
ain't wasn't that
You
shit.
fucking jabroni. Your ass was
I
not
wasn't
there
that
on
shit,
J-Lo. You
gang.
wasn't, gang. So stop
I wasn't
acting
that. You
like you
not
know what the
nobody to be
fuck
talking
you
about
at.
somebody. I didn't touch bigger fish from your block than you.
Oh
Fuck is
my
you talking about? Who the fuck
fucking
is
god.
you?
You wanted to be. You wanted to be
Yo, clown ass on, gang. You ain't nothing,
Clubhouse.
bro.
Your ass is gonna go to jail, you
You
stupid
ain't
ass little
nothing,
boy.
gang. You
Damn.
ain't nothing, gang.
So they be frying y'all ass. Damn.
We be frying them, goofy.
Folks, I ain't gonna lie, folks. Sound like motherfuckers need to get out that grease before they get their ass fried.
You
Sound like you
crazy,
need a
fool.
little oil in your shit.
You
Yeah, I
crazy,
probably
brother.
do.
I ain't
But
gonna lie to you.
RP Steve-O, man. RP 13, man. RP Tenor, RP Mo, RP Malcolm, RP K Killer, man. RP all our niggas from 061 RP Baldy. We'll never forget you. Like, you know, Blood, them names I just said, Blood was the reason a lot of them how they is. He the reason I am how I am. He the reason. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to give him all the credit like as if he made us, but folks pit we under his umbrella. That's all I'm gonna say.
And it's another thing I want to say too. I don't give a fuck how a nigga try to play it, what a nigga want to do. On my kids, nigga, I'll go against the whole city for folks. This how niggas trying to play it. Since we BDs and blood GD, we don't post a ride for him like that. Is you fucking crazy? This our right hand man's. He more BD than a lot of niggas. A lot of these niggas not even blessed in. Who blessed y'all in, gang? If we ain't blessed y'all in, who blessed y'all in, bro? How did y'all just woke up talking about y'all BD gang? If you ain't get blessed in from me, Keelan, Roller, Reese, shit like that, bro, you niggas better watch out, man. All you niggas was, but I don't give a fuck. My man, hell yeah, my man's was GD, and I'm riding with him to the fullest, nigga. Even when he was even out there. See, this is what I'm saying. If folks are still alive, niggas wouldn't even be playing with folks like that, bro. Like he ain't just no anybody, gang. He just not no anybody, bro. He not know anybody out here, bro. On my kids, folks ain't no just anybody out here, bro. What it was, a motherfucker know how he coming for a motherfucker like, I bet.
That's another story though, for like in reality,
Yeah,
the whole meaning of
yeah,
motherfuckers don't like
BD, folks. Like that shit be,
but the
that
truth,
shit be blowing me,
is
folks.
vivid.
Shit
You know,
be blowing me,
when
man.
you an issue, when you a problem, when you a threat, you know what I'm saying? When you empowered or you coming in position to be empowered, you know that's a real chess move. You know, you gonna put a lot of more motherfuckers in power, and that make you even powerful. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker got the power out the way. And in reality, like, you know, our guys, like, I can say a lot of names, but niggas know who they is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't said shit, ain't gonna ever say
What's
shit.
one of them what's the names, G-Thing? When y'all was at a show or something. Remember when I called from jail, y'all just came back from that show, what that was, Kankakee?
Yeah, when you was fucking with Fat Gleason shit.
Fat Gleason, Fat Trail.
That was
he used to be with him every time. Every time I called from jail.
Yeah, free Rhino, man. Free Rhino, man.
King Von served, in the years before his death, as something of a bridge within this complicated landscape. He was from O'Block, specifically from the YIC City faction, a BD. But his relationships and his music had pulled him into connection with 600 through the OTF umbrella and through the specific personal bonds he built with figures like Memo 600. Tay 600 himself, in a documented interview, acknowledged that the issues between 600 and O'Block would not have been happening if King Von were still alive. Von was the thread, the specific human being whose relationships and whose credibility held together connections that his presence alone was sufficient to maintain. When he died, the thread broke. And what was underneath the surface, the old tensions, the intra-BD complications, the specific grievances that his presence had been suppressing, came back up.
I mean, D-Roll's cool, but I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't sending money on his book?
Look, you been locked up 10 years. You ain't called me since you been locked up. Don't call me now. On Lil Steve, blood. On my dead brother Greg, gang.
Don't call me now.
Don't call me now, gang. You been locked up 11 years. Don't call me now. Bite down, I talk to him every day. McAdoo, I talk to him every day when he was booked. Everybody, Buddha, everybody that's locked up, they call me every day, gang. Like, these my real brothers, gang. Don't call me because you booked and got a situation. D-Rose cool and all that. I fuck with him. I love him to death. He made a way out. But if you don't treat this shit, 600 shit like you treated every other thing, don't try to treat this shit like that now because you booked them. Other niggas ain't answering the phone for you or they ain't send no money for you or, you know, you feel me? On Lil Steve Gray, I love D-Rose, free him, all that. He innocent. On my brother, you know, he know, me know, everybody know D-Rose is innocent, gang. But don't try to call me because you got, you know.
But put it like this. When somebody as big as Chief Keef was shouting you out. And
that don't mean shit. Chief Keef shouted me out. He shouted Steve out. He shouted my mom out on Lil Steve. Don't try to say that shit, cuz. On Lil Steve.
Oh, I say some hosted, boy, for sure. Man, I'm trying to see. You can't even come over there. Over where? On my. On hosted? On hosted?
He talking the wig.
Nah, just recruited him a couple years ago too on stage, nigga.
No big ass. You don't even see outside, nigga.
Fuck you talking about? Hey, y'all drop that new nigga. I'm not arguing with no new niggas, folks. I told y'all I treat a check any motherfucker. His ass new. You know, boy, your ass with the missing tools from AMG, whatever the fuck they call themselves over there.
Police is four-way, man.
Mac Block. Mac Block.
Hey, who the fuck is this on here?
Why y'all drop one of y'all members?
Hey, who is this on here?
He ain't no member. That's who you DM earlier.
Hey, you hear me?
All right, you said what you said earlier. We ain't got to talk.
Hey,
I wouldn't give a fuck if you merged on JoJo.
Listen, man.
You said what you said earlier, gang.
You know what the fuck I do, you see what I'm saying? So you better stop playing. You personally, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, dude.
You, Mimo,
Y'all recruit goofies got them playing with me. What the fuck wrong with y'all?
do to you. I told you that personally anyway. Yo,
You
bitch, what the
police?
fuck going on?
Police,
Yeah, you
gang.
police.
You police
I know.
in here.
All right. I'm talking to you though. You personally, just you. Ain't no motherfucker else got nothing to do. I'm talking to you.
Don't kick me.
Hey, I talked to you. I talked to you earlier. I told you earlier that ass man, dude. You can stop that on this clubhouse
Stop
shit.
name dropping, man. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all that.
Hey,
Crazy, blood.
hey, Mr. Tooth. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to O-Block members.
That's why you keep dropping me, you gay bitch ass nigga.
I'm dropping you because you not from the O. You want to phone them whack homies on stage.
I got V's on my shit, dumbass.
I ain't talking to you, gang. You the police, boy. And
I
I
got
just
V's
heard,
on my shit, dumbass.
you was the feds. Why you yelling shit like that anyway? No, folks, them. Yeah, listen to phone them in the background.
He muted up after that.
On Lusty, that shit on all blog sites, nigga. They talking about his ass. Gleesh, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck y'all know.
I don't know shit. I'm
I just thought that shit that was on gang hit.
On Lusty, nigga. But everybody acting like they ain't see that. So good y'all lame ass song, man. I hate that I be telling facts on stage.
Hey, that boy me more motherfucker, boy.
No, I just know the
You
truth.
just like me, folks.
I know the truth, nigga. Like real connections and bonds with niggas, but folks gonna merch it on folks, but I don't have to fuck with other folks cause I love folks. Like, you know?
My friends are not
feel
your
me?
friends.
That's not, hell no, gang. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Fuck Duke. On Lusty, I'm right here on your platform to
Fuck
tell
out
you.
my DM talking about sorry for your loss. We ain't lost shit on Steve. That's how you feel?
Yeah, hell yeah. Fuck Money Duke on Lusty.
That's crazy, bro.
Do you hear me dissing Youngin?
No, I don't.
Youngin got killed with Duke. Do you hear me dissing Smooth? I don't diss them niggas, gang.
Right, Smooth was the other guy that was shot, right?
Yeah, whatever they said on the blogs, but I don't diss none of that shit, gang. But when I got shot, Duke thought it was cool to troll me. So that he got caught lacking and died, fuck that I got caught lacking and shot. When he got caught lacking and died, it was cool for him to troll me. But everybody think that shit was cute and funny, but cause he checked out, it was cool. Like, you know?
Yeah,
Your grown goofy ass shouldn't have been doing what you doing on stage. First of all, you a Muslim. You got caught at a restaurant called Pork Chop. The fuck is you doing at a restaurant called Pork Chop and you a Muslim? Like, for real, all of them should have been on your ass anyway.
Going on the mat.
Come on, John.
What that, Deuce?
That's
What's the word?
What you on, Deuce?
Shit, Boola.
I'm chilling, man.
How I feel, saying shit, chillin'.
Mimo.
Yeah, I always have my own guns.
Hey, Mimo.
Mm-hmm.
I be talking to Fat like you don't know.
Don't start no shit. It won't be no shit. No, I ain't no here for no show. I ain't finna play with y'all. Y'all going
Yeah,
fed.
Ross live for this shit, gang.
Fuck them. Y'all going fed. This shit got out of hand.
I just know I always have
I
my.
just came over here to listen. I see that little shit. I said, oh, they playing crazy on that motherfucker on stage.
Go.
That's Ross work.
That, and you letting them like, come on, blood. You know better.
Cool. I ain't gonna lie. I just be really curious. I be.
Gene them sitting back laughing at y'all stupid ass.
Ross doing that goofy ass shit,
I
gang.
just be curious.
Hey, Ross probably the one recording, folks.
Acting like you don't know what's up there to my
Yeah,
son.
he
Go.
cold, bro. He
On
cold.
Stone.
He
Hey, I'm the one recording.
On
Bro, he got
Blackstone.
like 5 phones, gang. He live for this shit, bro.
On Blackstone.
It's Ross, bro. I done came to a conclusion. Ross be setting me up.
Bitch, I'm in my mode, and I still be with the modes. On Stone.
Uh,
Presidential Paddocks on my wrist. He ain't
Hey, look,
me.
look how I set you up to get treated, folks.
hey, I'm saying though, look, fuck that shit. Hey, Mimo.
Don't call my name on here, boy. You too fed on this
I
shit.
Nah, I'm saying though, cause look, a motherfucker put me on you and
They done
shit.
turned your ass up.
Hey, look, they put me on you. Look, hit me out
Yeah,
though.
I swear.
What'd he
Hey,
say?
how you get up with food though, gang?
What'd he say?
Think it's so fucking.
You know what I'm talking
Don't
about, bro.
call my
How
name.
you get up with food though, bro?
I got up with you. I can't get up with fool.
Hey,
Just
oh,
show you.
hey, we into it.
Hey, I show you anybody can get up with anybody out here.
Hey, folks, how you get up with food?
Bro, it's fuck. You still
Oh,
little bitches, huh, Mimo?
you know that though. This
I
shit
thought
not.
you was rusty, boy.
Come on, boy. This shit
Oh,
not. What you laughing at, Ross? Which one I clap him all day. Which one you laughing at though? What the-
and that nigga say, Mimo, he say, don't call my name on here, boy.
Hey,
Hell, no.
call me what's the name on phone number.
Okay.
I don't want to be on those sites. So see.
Yeah, you bogus though, folks. I just had to tell you that.
Tell me what's the name.
Hey, Ross like that.
Hey, you be treating
He
Fat
don't
Fat,
he
bro.
tweak that.
Treat him on back, though. It's so wicked. It feels like he automatic, like it's trained for like he just,
Oh, that shit. I used to be the king of this shit. I'll let y'all have it.
dang,
That motherfucker be so strict in his room.
yeah, that bitch. Yeah,
Oh,
don't
hold up.
don't say my name on here. Fat Fat. Fuck, you really be treating him, gang. I ain't gonna lie,
He
fuck.
be dick ride, gang. Go.
No, for he be getting you, for. Oh, he left phone up shot you. You ain't never tell me that, fuck.
Never shot me in their life, gang.
So I little phone up say they part trying to stop.
Dang, on Jado, they ass is make believe, imaginary drilling, gang. That's sad too, gang.
So who all shot you, for?
It don't matter, gang. I know who popped me.
He got shot there.
How you know, pops? If they
Phone them popped your
Talking about phone number popping. Who is phone number? Who is phone number?
phone up popped your ass. Huh? Who was phone up? Phone up who was in that little party with y'all, boy. So, Fefe, is it true that you were still getting up with the front, getting perks and shit back then? Then that's when they caught you on OG?
they should have gave his ass a fentanyl on phone them.
Like you kill itself.
Gang, on phone number. Stop listening to people, gang.
Cause why you getting up with your ops buying pills for?
Dang, why is you listening to people, gang?
For
Y'all
get
ops?
who the front?
Yeah, they ops.
What? It's the
Well, I been there. That's some new shit.
you don't know about that?
Nah, I don't know nothing.
Uh,
Don't tell me nothing detail.
This is the context within which the O Block versus Front Street story exists. Not a simple two-sided conflict with clearly defined friend and foe. A complex, multi-layered political landscape in which the same BD flag flies over formations that have been, at various points, allies and adversaries and everything in between. The honest account has to hold all of that simultaneously. Chapter 3. Blood Money. The man, the murder, and the mystery that still has no clean answer. His name was Mario Hess. He was born on February 13, 1984. He was from Chicago's South Side. He was 30 years old when he died. Before we discuss the allegations and the counterclaims and the internet debate about who killed him and why, before we engage with any of that, we need to spend real time on who Mario Hess actually was. Because the documentary record consistently reduces him to a variable in someone else's story, to a name invoked as evidence in an argument about King Von's legacy, or Boss Top's loyalty, or Chief Keef's circle, and that reduction is itself a form of disrespect that this documentary is not willing to participate in. Blood Money, the rap name that preceded his GBE signing name of Big Glow, the name that Front Street carried as a flag after his death, was from the South Side. He was Chief Keef's cousin, not a distant relative, not a tenuous family connection invoked for credibility purposes, a genuine cousin, connected by blood to the most famous rapper to emerge from Englewood, the young man who had become the global face of Chicago drill music by the time he was in his mid-teens.
I'm blood money from Front Street and I run shit. I run shit. Got a 50 cal, I dump shit and I pump shit. I'm
out of Chicago. I know you lost a cousin not long ago, Blood Money. I'm sorry about that.
Thank you, though. It's gonna be all right. Just gotta keep moving forward. Do better.
He actually was GD. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? So that goes back to the shit we were talking about earlier. He's GD. Nobody knew that. But he's well respected. What we
Why is you so tweak on my bitches? I squeeze that little booty over there. You gonna be mad at the motherfucker. Oh, fuck that. Fuck is he?
Chris don't even know. He's looking at like, what is he talking about, dude? Man, what is this guy talking about? He's going crazy. How come no love you get the slug? Is it not?
Telling truth in a rap. Folks was a lunatic. He was slow as hell, so he couldn't do nothing but rap the truth of what he really was. Folks rapping about robbing your ass, fucking your bitch, get some money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, smoking weed, shit like that. Folks really rapping about his everyday life.
He's siding with his cousin. He like, nigga, I'm hearing rumors, shit, y'all backdoor my cousin. You feel me? So it's y'all. That's his energy right now. I feel like if the rumors weren't coming out that, you know, Von had anything to do with his cousin getting killed, I don't think he would have ever did that song with Young Boy.
Okay, damn.
To tell you the truth though, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like if I feel like, just like that post said, if certain people was alive right now, he wouldn't have made that song with Young Boy. Like a lot of people could say like a lot of the guys try to say like they weren't scared of Von, but was scared of Von. And dudes on that block was scared of Von. I'm pretty sure if he would have made that song with Young Boy while Von was still alive, I don't think he would have did it. I don't think he would have made the song, tell you the truth, if Von was alive. I'm not sure, but
O-Block J Hood said that King Von and Troy backdoored Blood Money. You believe that?
Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe that.
Why?
You know who killed Blood Money.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Yes, you do.
You tell me.
You know who killed Blood Money, man.
I don't know.
Out of all the homework you be doing, so-called, you don't know who killed Blood Money?
You want me to hit some Googles? Maybe I could do a little research so I can know what you're referring
Type
to.
in who killed Blood Money right now on Google.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Type in who killed.
Remo's pointing.
Who killed Blood Money, bro?
Who killed Blood Money? It is a suggested search on YouTube for sure. Also, T-Roy. I said fucking Troy like a total beginner. I don't know. There's the J Hood interview clip about it. Well, they're saying K.I. did it. That seems to be the predominant fan theory. You believe that?
I don't know. So when it's two scenarios like that, I don't know what to believe.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know who did that. I don't know who responsible for that. But do I believe it? No, I don't believe. I don't know, bro.
But you're not allowed to say that about your homegirl, right?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm allowed to say no more.
Another reason that I respected Quano G, because, you know, it's no secret, y'all. Like, I told y'all that shit that's be said about, you know, blood money and how that shit happened. I told y'all that shit, I don't believe that shit. I don't think that shit true, folk. But it was people like Quano, folk, who did believe it was some truth to that shit, folk, who did believe that it was, they had something to do with that shit. And the only excuse that he gave me, folk, to why he, like, the reason he told me why he believed that shit, folk, is because he said it should never been said, folk. And I'm like, damn, what you mean? He like, folk, look, bro, if we the guys or even slightly the guys, folk, if I die and your name come up on BD, you did it, folk. I'm like, damn, folk. He like, yeah, folk, certain shit you just should never hear. So if you hearing certain shit, take it and run with it, folk. I'm damn, folk. Like, you know, and like, you know, I couldn't really fault him for that. You know what I'm saying? Because like how I look at it is like, you know, he was kind of right on his logic. Not that it was the truth, but on his logic, folk. On BD, folk. He was mad, folk. He talking about that's cap. I seen Quano posted in the O in 2017. Duh. You seen a lot of shit posted when niggas didn't believe that shit. This is what you niggas need to shut the fuck up. Cause a lot of you niggas, folk, on Steve, y'all don't know. On BD, a lot of shit ain't get confirmed till right before Quano got killed, folk. In his mind, on BD. A lot of niggas was posted in the O and doing certain shit on Steve because they didn't think a lot of shit was going on. When the last time y'all seen a motherfucker from Front Street posted in the O?
Blood Money was part of GBE, Glory Boys Entertainment, Chief Keef's label, the collective that was the institutional expression of the Englewood and Front Street and broader Southside creative world that Keef had emerged from. Being in GBE was not just a record deal, it was a family declaration. It said, "These are my people. These are the people whose lives I am willing to put my name next to, in public, on a commercial product, for the world to see." Keef put Blood Money's name next to his. That meant something. Blood Money was, by multiple accounts from people who knew him, someone with a genuine presence. Not a background figure, not a hanger-on. Someone with his own charisma, his own circle, his own established identity within the Front Street and GBE world that was independent of his cousin's fame, even as it existed alongside it. He had been building something, a career, a community standing, a life. On April 9th, 2014, Blood Money was shot multiple times in the West Englewood neighborhood of Chicago. He was shot outside his family's home. Not in a random location, but in front of the place that is supposed to be the most protected geography a person has. He was shot in the chest. He was transported to the hospital. He did not survive. He was 30 years old. Now, the allegation, which has circulated in the curacology community for years, and which O'Block J. Hood went on record with publicly, is that King Von and T-Roy were responsible for Blood Money's death. O'Block J. Hood stated this in documented public footage that circulated in late 2023 and was revisited heavily in early 2026.
Crazy, because I be seeing this shit on YouTube. This guy got 800 bodies, this guy got 500 bodies. But you know, with Blood Money, they started putting suspects on them. Yeah. And it say something about a lady by the name of K.I. did something to Blood Money.
Lies. All fucking lies. Well, I don't even lie. Like, motherfucker need to stop giving her credit like that. Like, she ain't never killed nobody.
She ain't even like that.
But we understand, you know what I'm saying, the image that a woman would get just from being even a tomboy, anything tough, you know what I'm saying, masculine, dominant, whatever. But when it come to really, you know what I'm saying, slaying shit and, you know what I'm saying, swing her iron, I mean, yeah, she'll do that. I mean, I know kids will do that, but when we talking about shit like, you know, bees. No, she ain't hell. No, she ain't got no bees. I mean, if you know some shit, I don't know. I mean, I'm from this neighborhood. I don't know not one bee she got, but I mean, I know a couple altercations where she didn't, you know what I'm saying, let her iron off, swung her iron, of course. But no, she ain't never touched Big Bro. She ain't do shit.
Then you gotta think too, though.
No, she ain't, for sure she ain't touched
You gotta think too.
We ain't
though.
never been into it with them, bro, like that. Like, no, hell
She
no.
really finna do that, like, you feel me? But like, this the thing though, too, though, like, you know how the internet will throw shit in the friends. You gotta really ask yourself though, do you think she really that tough to walk up on a whole crowd of people and just like do that and get away? So you tell me, you feel what I'm saying? Like she ain't that gangster. Like you feel me? How he got killed was, you know, like you could, it's back doors, you feel me? So it's like, hell no, she ain't had nothing to do with that. Hell no, fuck no. But that's just how, wasn't nobody taking credit for it, you feel what I'm saying? So she felt, let me take credit, and you see what happened to her as soon as she did that, right?
Keep it 100, she, no bullshit.
Go.
She ain't never even take no credit though for no. I never seen her or seen
They put that shit on her. I was locked up around the time, you feel
exactly.
me?
You
So
just
I was
said
booked.
they put that on her.
Yeah, for sure.
In there, y'all see Chief Keef change blood money to his profile picture. And that speaks volumes. A lot of stuff speaks volumes. Y'all just be looking and don't be paying attention to what be going on, man. Y'all see all the stuff that's going on the internet. You got the BDs saying that they ain't listening to him no more. They ain't messing with him. He bogus, wooty woo. Then you got the Glow Gang members. They all in the comments saying we ain't mess with them anyway. And what you, as y'all can tell, man, they been separated. Like I've been said before, y'all don't pay attention, man. Folks been doing him. Young boy.
You talked about King Von and Sosa being good friends. Why do you think that Sosa hasn't really tweeted or really said a bunch of positive things or anything about King Von?
I thought I told you, Von robbed him for 2 guns. Von robbed Sosa for 2 guns. He took 2 guns from him. And so after you do that to a man, ain't nobody gonna trust you no more. Sosa don't trust the guys. Not only did that happen with him and Von, but when he got on, that was before Sosa was rich that happened. But when he got on, man, you feel me? Sosa ain't slow. That's what it is. He's not stupid. We might think he dumb, but it's a reason why he took the dudes that he took. He took them because they wasn't gonna try to overdo their position, but they'd have been happy and they was cool with letting him run the show and not trying to overdo it. Von them, stop it. You not finna, nigga, Von them gonna take that. Nigga, ain't gonna be no you trying to, you who you is, boy. You know who we is. That's the spirit Von them got. You know we know who you is, boy, and you ain't know, you feel, that's how the guys be. And that's how I look at them like, bro, y'all look at them like they somebody because y'all see them on millions of views, bro. They just like y'all. That's all they is. But after that happened to Sosa, bro, Sosa just like he don't trust them. He not trusting the guys, bro. How you trust some niggas they ran in your crib?
Are you talking?
Von basically catching a blessing when he beat that body or whatever. And you said,
he caught a real blessing.
You said God basically probably God blessed him right there.
Blessed him, yeah, for sure.
Like you was speaking on, you would bring him to the O. Do you feel like that's out the picture now, or do you feel like maybe it's still, or you just looking at like, nah, you chose a side now? How you feel?
Been out the picture, man. Yeah. It been out the picture, man. But been picked their sides, you know? They just waiting on, So now, I've been picked their side, man.
Right, so that shit out anyway.
It's love though, man. It's big respect, love though, but don't be like that when you see it, man. We gonna get next to you. We gonna be right there, so don't think you just doing it, man. It's us. It's GBG now.
His claim, Von and T-Roy, both O-Block, were behind the 2014 killing of Blood Money. This allegation is serious, it is specific, and it has been one of the central driving forces behind the current O-Block versus Front Street hostility. Front Street's position being, in significant part, that O-Block killed one of their own and has never been held accountable for it, and that subsequent O-Block figures like Big Oney disrespecting Blood Money's name represent a continuation of that original offense. But here's what the honest account requires. The allegation has been directly contradicted by the people closest to Blood Money. Blood Money's family, the people who loved him and buried him, and have carried the weight of his absence for more than a decade, have stated publicly that the killer of Blood Money has been dead since 2015. Not Vaughn, not T-Roy. Someone else. Someone who is gone. Killed the year after Mario Hess was killed, in the specific way that these things tend to resolve in the South Side street landscape without ever going through the formal justice system. The person who was with Blood Money on the night he was shot, who was himself shot in the same incident and survived, also stated publicly that it was not Vaughn and T-Roy, not O-Block.
People were trying to say that King Von backdoor Blood Money.
For what though?
They saying that Boss Top wasn't with Blood Money or some shit. I don't know.
It
was a rumor where they were saying that they were mad at Chief Keef for signing Blood Money over Boss Top, and he didn't get Boss Top a deal. So King Von and T-Roy, they be saying King Von and T-Roy killed Blood Money, and then they be saying K.I. killed Blood Money too. Those are the rumors online.
So that was enough because of Sosa signed Blood Money. That was enough for us to backdoor one of our own homies.
Right. That seems like a crazy explanation.
That sound dumb as hell. Like, that don't happen in the streets, bro. We gon' backdoor our homie because he got signed by bro and Top didn't.
They said it was some jealousy where I guess Boss Top thought he was the one that should have got the record deal or whatever, and then Chief Keef just gave it to his cousin, so niggas wasn't really feeling
Bro,
that.
how we was moving, Boss Top would have been the one to kill him. Cause we not finna backdoor our homie because you mad at him.
Yeah.
You hear me?
They do. They do.
They think that his homies that's older than him know what's up, though.
I asked about you, folks.
Hey, you hear me, Ross gang? I could hurt their feelings, bro.
You always say that. What that mean, though?
Nah,
I ain't gonna lie. Nah, you can't really say that, Wani, because they really don't care at all. I'm gonna tell you the truth. They don't care.
Who,
We
Ross?
hurt them, though. I didn't hurt them. Like you gotta know your person.
Who you talking about? Who don't care, Ross?
No, hell no. Different crowds,
no.
I'm talking about Shorty them. Shorty them girls. Them all different crowds.
Yeah.
The only motherfuckers who care about him, gang, is his crowd. Like the niggas.
You ready to get outside?
So you really making this shit on her like you just a threat to us or something, gang?
Hey, on J-Do, nigga, when I was in work, nigga, look, fuck all the bullshit. Nigga, I'm in work release, nigga, I'm in traffic. I show y'all while I'm at.
Gang.
I don't want to see it right now.
Have you ever did something to Front Street?
Have I ever did something to Front Street?
Yes.
Yeah, I did something to Front Street.
Oh my fucking God, gang.
All y'all guns with them. I'ma beat all y'all ass. Hey, Dirk, I'll kill you, bitch. I'll break your motherfucking jaw, boy. Tell your guys, baby mama, stay on 57 too, nigga. I'ma body that bitch.
Blood Money had let Top see a watch, folks. This when we all dirty. This was Sosa and them first getting on. We first going up north to folks' crib. We pull up the folks' crib. We in a Vino. Folks used to be picking us up in these like big black van on King David. We in the driveway. All the guys getting out. Top the last one. I'm finna get out, folks. So Blood Money already out. He didn't ride with us. He pulling up in his own traffic, folks. He pull up. He see Top in a van. Top don't even get a chance to get out. I didn't even get a chance to get out yet. Folks walk clean up to the van. Peek in the van door. He slapped the door like, hey, folk, where my watch at? Top seen Blood pull up, folk. He had the watch on. He take the watch out, put it in his pocket on my son's life. Blood walk right up to the Vino. Where my watch? Woo. Folks, mercy, man. I left that bitch. My head getting fucked up, folk, cause I just seen you take this off and slide it in your pocket. My head getting fucked up, folk, cause I just seen you take this off and slide it in your pocket.
Fucking other block on the drive.
Ain't no fucking Front Street.
What the fuck is a Front Street?
What the fuck is a Front Street?
How y'all Front Street gonna be front line?
I'm saying right, cause we be sipping on blood and shit while we on the front line.
On BD. It says.
They ass extinct. They ass is extinct. Like I'm saying, what the fuck is the 400 East? You heard of them?
Never.
I ain't never heard of them. We don't know. We don't know what a TW is. The 400 East, Front Street, shit, Gyro.
We don't know what nobody is.
We don't know what they is.
We don't know how nigga come.
We don't even know where the fuck they be hanging at.
This is documented. It is in the public record. multiple community members on the Cheericology forum, people with deep knowledge of the specific landscape, have noted that Blood Money's family has been clear about this, and that the allegation against Von and T-Roy is disputed not by O-Block partisans trying to protect Von's legacy, but by the people who actually knew Blood Money and who were there. And there is another layer. Chief Keef himself, who is Blood Money's cousin, who had every personal and familial motivation to hold O-Block responsible if O-Block were actually responsible, linked up with Lil Durk publicly after Blood Money's death. In 2022, the publicly documented meeting between Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and others from their respective worlds happened. Community members who understand the specific moral logic of this landscape have pointed out that this reunion would have been impossible if Keef genuinely believed that Durk's O-Block affiliates had killed his cousin. You do not link up with the people who killed your family. You do not put your name next to theirs on social media and in public spaces. The link up itself is, in the specific moral accounting of the Southside community, a statement about what Keef believed about Blood Money's death. Then there is the boss top dimension, and this is where the story takes one of its most unexpected and most human turns. In the period following Blood Money's death, O-Block's own boss top, a man who was positioned within O-Block's orbit and who had his own complicated history with the block's internal politics, went online and dissed Blood Money publicly. He made statements about the deceased man that Front Street received as a profound disrespect, and that set off a chain of reactions that continues to ripple through the current conflict. Here is what the documented community record reveals about how that happened. Chief Keef posted lyrics to a song on Instagram. Boss Top, reading those lyrics, believed that Keef was sneak dissing him. The specific line, "Stick you ass like Botox," Boss Top apparently read or misheard as "stick you ass like Boss Top." He took it as a diss directed at him personally. He went online and responded, going at Keef, going at the GBE world, and in the process, going at Blood Money. When the full song came out, it was not about Boss Top at all. The line was Botox, not Boss Top. Boss Top had misread a lyric, concluded he was being dissed, and launched a public response that included disrespecting a man from Front Street who had been killed less than a year before. Whether Boss Top genuinely misread the lyric or used it as a pretext for a response he had already wanted to deliver, that is a question the honest account cannot resolve with certainty. What the record shows is the outcome, a public statement from an O-Block figure disrespecting Blood Money's name, rooted in what appears to have been either a misunderstanding or a decision to use a misunderstanding as cover for something that was going to happen anyway. And Front Street heard it. Blood Money's people heard it. Chief Keef heard it. The community heard it. The specific sequence, Blood Money killed in April 2014, O-Block alleged to have been responsible by J Hood and others, Blood Money's family disputing that allegation, and then Boss Top going online to diss Blood Money in the months that followed, created a narrative that, in the community's understanding, regardless of the specific truth of the murder allegation, positioned O-Block as people who did not respect Blood Money's memory. In the street moral framework, disrespecting the dead is its own offense, separate from and in some ways worse than the underlying conflict, because the dead cannot defend themselves, because the dead are supposed to be beyond the reach of the beef. When you diss someone who is dead, particularly someone who was young, who had people who loved them, who had a son, you are making a specific statement about how much you regard the humanity of the people on the other side of your conflict. One E made that statement, Boss Top made that statement, and Front Street and Blood Money's son, a young man named Lil Blood, who grew up watching the people across the way disrespect his father's name, were paying attention. To understand the internal dynamics of O-Block, the specific tensions that made it possible for the Blood Money situation to escalate the way it did, you have to understand Boss Top. Because Boss Top is one of the most complicated figures in the entire O-Block story. Not complicated in the vague sense that all human beings are complicated. Complicated in the specific, forensically interesting sense that a man can be simultaneously a genuine part of a community, a source of significant internal conflict within that community, and a person whose specific decisions helped create conditions that made the broader conflict with Front Street far more volatile than it needed to be. Boss Top is from Parkway Gardens. He is not an outsider. He is not someone who arrived later and attached himself to the O Block identity. He grew up in those buildings. He was there in the foundational years. He was part of the Parkway Gardens world before it had a name beyond its address. Here is the specific detail that is essential for understanding Boss Top's position within O Block. Top grew up in Parkway Gardens. The people who became O Block were his neighbors, his childhood companions, the people who formed his social world from an early age. The organizational affiliation, BD versus GD, was real and consequential in many contexts. But in the specific intimate context of people who grew up together, the personal bonds sometimes operated independently of and in tension with the organizational hostilities. Boss Top has spoken about Parkway Gardens in multiple documented interviews. His Vlad TV appearance, his interview with Cam Capone News, his Off the Porch interview. In those interviews, he has been candid about his own history and about his perspective on the block and the people who came from it. He has talked about the grief of losing people. He has talked about King Von's death with the specific emotional quality of someone who, whatever the tensions that existed between them, genuinely felt that loss. Because there were tensions between Boss Top and King Von, documented, publicly verified tensions. Boss Top described a specific incident, a fight that occurred in front of O Block, directly in front of the block, involving him and King Von. The two men, who both had claim to the O Block geography, came into direct physical conflict. This is not a social media accusation. This is Boss Top himself describing it. The fight was real. And what the fight represents, beyond its specific physical dimensions, is the internal political reality of a block where a GD-affiliated man and a BD-affiliated man, both of whom had personal claims to Parkway Gardens based on where they grew up and who they came up with, were navigating the specific tensions that their organizational difference created within the shared geography of their community. Von was getting big. By the time of the fight, Von was not just a local figure. He was becoming a national and international figure, an artist whose storytelling ability and whose specific, forensically detailed lyrical approach to the events of his own life had made him one of the most critically and commercially successful artists to come out of the drill era. The resources and the attention and the credibility that came with that success were concentrated around Von. And the specific people who were closest to Von, people who benefited from proximity to his energy and his platform, were, in the perception of some O Block members who felt differently positioned, the recipients of resources and attention that the block as a whole should have shared more broadly. Jay Hood, another O Block figure who has been vocal in the public documentation of this period, went on record about a conflict with King Von over O Block chains. The specific incident: O Block chains that were supposed to represent the block were being given out, or not given out, in ways that Jay Hood felt were politically motivated and exclusionary. He argued with Von about it. The argument was about more than jewelry. It was about recognition, about who had the authority to decide who counted as genuinely from the block and who was positioned as peripheral. These internal O Block tensions, the Boss Top conflict with Von, the Jay Hood conflict with Von over chains, the broader friction that attended the rapid and unequal distribution of success and recognition that Von's rise produced, created a political environment within O Block that was more fractured than its public presentation typically acknowledged. And it was within that already fractured environment that the Blood Money situation landed, with Boss Top publicly dissing Blood Money, for reasons rooted in a misread Chief Keef lyric, or for reasons that went beyond that, misread and used it as cover. Front Street received a message from O Block's orbit, and the message was, "Your dead don't mean anything to us." That is a message that a community does not forget. If you want to understand King Von, you have to understand T-Roy, because you cannot understand who Von was, what made him move the way he moved, what gave him the specific fearlessness that defined his public persona, what it meant to be from O Block, in the most fully committed sense of that identity, without understanding the man who was closest to him. James Johnson, known in Parkway Gardens and in the broader O Block world as T-Roy. Born October 30th, 1993, 14 months older than King Von, 5 feet and 1 inch tall. This is a detail that the documentary record mentions almost every time T. Roy is described, and it is worth pausing on. Because in an environment where physical presence and the specific ability to project threat are survival equipment, where the perception of danger that you carry with you in the street has direct and practical consequences for your safety, being 5'1" is an automatic disadvantage that T. Roy apparently compensated for in the specific, non-negotiable way that the Southside street landscape demands.
So yeah. You little bitch fucking a real nigga. Woody gang out before we cover Woody.
Shorty ain't got no fucking blink. We got shots on us. In a panel fucking bird.
On me, I will shoot you. No problem. I will fucking shoot you. Yes, I will. So if you see me and ain't no shit, leave me the fuck alone. Cause I stay with my savages. Well, I'm solo right now. But
I was just from show good last no one.
Bite down.
You ain't get the chocolate right. I'm too tough for us.
But it was
So-
insane. When
so
I
that's-
heard the story, I'm like, what? Who killed T. Roy? Yeah, nah, I ain't name dropping, right? But the motherfucker said, I'm like, gang, the Yu-Gi-Oh player? On Tuka the whole time, folks not a Yu-Gi-Oh player no more. Folks him out here. I've been in jail too long.
Oh, you been misupdated. Motherfuckers ain't updated that motherfucking move.
I ain't sick the roster, gang. My shit was still pending.
About drilling, he used to always talk to me like this shit Troy wanted to talk about. He wanted to talk about drilling. He wanted to talk about where you supposed to shoot a nigga at, where you supposed to hit a nigga at. He the first nigga he'd tell me. Like, bro, everybody be want to aim for the head. Niggas be surviving off these headshots. You hit a nigga in that heart, what he gonna do? And that shit stuck with me. And then he told me like, man, you know I'm short, bro. I'm short. He like, I'm little as hell, motherfucker. I ain't got time to reach for a nigga top. He say he giving out chests only. I'm phoning him like that's how he coming. I'm just like, damn, it kind of makes sense. I'm bitty, but this shit that little evil motherfuckers to think about, like.
He was small. He was feared. Those two facts coexisted without contradiction in the O-Block ecosystem because the people who knew him knew what his size did not reveal. The specific history that T. Roy had accumulated, the specific incidents that made him someone whose reputation preceded him regardless of his height, was known on the block. Among the people who mattered in that world, T. Roy's 5'1" frame was irrelevant information. His relationship with King Von was the defining relationship of both of their lives. Not just in the sense that they were close friends, though they were that in the specific, all-encompassing way that young men who grow up together in a dangerous environment become close, where the friendship is inseparable from the shared survival of things that could have ended either of them. But in the sense that their specific combination of personalities and histories and shared experience produced something that was greater than either of them individually. Von was the storyteller, the man who could take the specific events of life in Parkway Gardens and reconstruct them in narrative form with a precision and an emotional depth that made listeners feel like they were inside the experience rather than hearing about it from a distance. His music was not performance, it was documentation, and T. Roy was, in significant part, the subject and the context of that documentation, the person whose presence in Von's life gave the stories their specific weight. What the allegation against Von and T. Roy in the Blood Money case actually did to T. Roy's historical legacy, specifically the allegation made by J. Hood and circulated in the documentation community, is worth examining in human terms. Because T. Roy died before the allegation became a major public narrative. He died in 2017. He was 23 years old.
So Troy and Von and Keith was the new generation, but Keith just got out with, yup, they was best friends, bro. They was best friends. They was hitting every crib in Parkway together, bro. That's why I was saying that I can't believe that Keith
then take Von with him. Then take Von or T-Roy off top. Like, pack y'all shit up. Y'all gone. We gone. That's why I was surprised, because they broken every motherfucking crib and Parkway together. That's why I was like, damn, he ain't take them.
He say, did Von really take them posts from Sosa? Hell yeah, Von took 2 posts from Sosa and they ass never got cool after that. Did Von take posts from Sosa or he stole them? Nigga, he took them type shit. I don't know if he I think folks probably let him see them bitches and then he just ain't get them bitches back. So you could, I don't think that's a stole. I think that's a take. Sosa thought Von and Troy and Sosa was like best friends. First and foremost, it wasn't Von, Sosa, and Troy. The 2 ultimate best friends was Troy and Sosa. Von and Sosa, they got real close because y'all know what the fuck they was doing. But nigga, it was really nigga Sosa and T-Roy. Y'all don't know, y'all ain't never seen no picture with them high ass mohawks. Them niggas used to be.
Another funny story with Von, him, Keith, and T-Roy. It's the Bud Billiken Parade. So everybody go to the Bud Billiken Parade in O Block. They go in the morning. You got to get out there like 4 in the morning to get seats. Man, them boys robbed every crib that was in Parkway. Every crib. I'm talking about everybody coming out by the hundreds. Somebody took my flat screen. Somebody took my flat screen. Somebody took my flat screen. My game gone. On everything, bro. These boys done hit the whole. We had to convince them to get that shit back. On everything.
Remember running them bitches' cribs and niggas' cribs. Taking TVs and everything we see. DVDs and every DVD. I remember when I stole a TV from the church. I was always the one outside first.
Yeah, we gotta get up. We gotta get up with you. Cause you was spin out by.
Big as hell though. That's crazy though.
Right.
Hey, I'm an old man now.
Hell no, he's
I know for a fact both niggas was like made for each other, folks. Like, you could just see, y'all could see, y'all ain't even seeing as much as me, folks. But on Steve, I know y'all can see these niggas love for each other, folks. It's not even like we bonded through bad shit. Like, oh yeah, you a gangster too. Like, cause that's why I used to kind of feel like him and V-Roy bond was. Like, they loved each other to death, but they real love from each other. To me, it felt like it come from like, folks, you do that, I do that. You get over wild, I get over wild. You got dreads, I got dreads. You short up tall. I'm like a tall version of you. You like a short version of me, folks, on BE. Like, they kind of like got closer, folk, and was even more infatuated with each other. Every drill they did, they grew closer, folk. Every sliding session that one of them came off, it just made them love the fuck out the other savage even more. Because they stuck on the business. And they both OD Perry shorties. I ain't gonna lie, like, they both OD Perry shorties. These is OD shorties. On BD, I ain't gonna lie, these OD little brothers, they got that shit straight from O. And T-Roy, really, he was doing it first. Not too long before V-Roy, but T-Roy was the first badass. He used to have him under his, you know, first drill and everything. It T-Roy.
So me and him was like the menaces on the block. Our phones run 24/7 on O Block. 24/7. Everybody called our phone like, man, folks, they just came through here. Man, folks, they just did this. Man, they just did that. Oh, Von ain't over here. We need you to come over here. We need you to come over there. Like, we was in everything moving on that motherfucking block. Like, you know, T-Roy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of them niggas weren't moving because a lot of them niggas weren't trying to go to jail.
2017. He was 23 years old. 23. The same age that so many of the men in this story did not survive past. The specific arithmetic of the South Side, where the average lifespan of a young man operating in the frontline positions of street conflict is measured in the low 20s, claimed T-Roy at 23 years old. The documentation of T-Roy's death, the specific circumstances, the specific location, the specific chain of events is part of the public record. What matters for this documentary is not the forensic reconstruction of how he died, but the human fact of who he was before he died. A 23-year-old man who had been one of the most significant figures in King Von's world. A person whose presence had been so central to the specific atmosphere of O Block that his absence reorganized the emotional landscape of everyone who remained. Von's public response to T-Roy's death, documented in his music and in interviews, was the response of someone who had lost the person they were closest to, not the performed grief of a public figure managing a public moment. the actual, specific, visible grief of a man whose best friend was gone. And the allegation that T-Roy, who was dead by the time the allegation became a major public conversation, who could not speak for himself, whose family was now left to carry the weight of an accusation against a person they loved, was responsible for Blood Money's death, is an allegation that the honest account must treat with the specific care that posthumous accusations deserve. T-Roy cannot respond. His family has to live with the accusation. The counter-evidence exists in the public record. Blood Money's family's statement that the killer died in 2015. The account of the man who was with Blood Money that night who survived and also denied O-Block's involvement. That counter-evidence deserves to be given the same weight as the accusation. The human truth of T-Roy's story is this. A 23-year-old man from Parkway Gardens, 5 feet and 1 inch tall, who was the best friend of one of the most significant artists of the drill era, whose own story was compressed into too few years, whose name is now attached to an allegation he cannot defend himself against, whose legacy is being written by people who were not there the night Blood Money was killed.
Shout out King Von too. Well, but
And my homie think I killed this cousin, well, oh well.
Took his chain. I was mad with Troy got smoked. On 2nd grade, I was blue. I posted in 9. On photo, you know, me and Troy made a pact with each other before he get that. After I smoke you, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna tell you I'm done gang banging. I said the same shit. So I'm like, I was mad. Like, photo, why y'all doing that to these people, folks?
You know, T-Roy, my T-Roy asked me that question before. T-Roy asked me a question. He said, what if, while you was locked up, one of the guys smoked your little brothers, what would you do? I said, shit, he going with him. I don't give no who it is. You going with him. That's just how my mind is. I ain't got the mind like everybody else, bro. I don't know. I'm just different from a lot of people. Like I'm riding with mines all day, every day. Like I don't get no. It's against whoever. He knew what answer. One thing about T-Roy, bro. When he asked me that question, he already knew the answer to it. He already knew what I was gonna say. He was like, damn, and then we was gonna have to smoke you too.
Damn.
Cause he knew. Everybody know how I am. You kill my little brother, you might as well kill me too.
And I mean, T-Roy was a fool from what I understand. He got
was.
wild, so.
But I'm an even bigger one, where I used to be.
He deserved better than that. Not because he was perfect. Nobody in this story is perfect. But because he was a person. And persons deserve to be treated as persons. Not as convenient explanations for events that the documentary record does not actually confirm they caused. Here is the chapter that most of the documentation of the O-Block versus Front Street beef glosses over. The chapter about the specific, ground-level incidents. Not the big names, not the famous deaths, not the events that generated national media coverage, but the accumulation of smaller incidents that turned a cold tension into a fully operational hot war. They start with smaller moments, each one adding weight, each one eroding more goodwill, each one chipping away at the shared identity that should have prevented this. The O-Block rage situation is the specific incident many community members point to the moment things went genuinely sideways. Rage was a member of O-Block. He was one of them. Then something happened. Community sources say he was snitched on. That exposure led to him being expelled from O-Block. Expelled and exposed, Rage needed a new community. He found Front Street. Front Street took him in, offering protection and standing. To O-Block, this looked like a provocation. Front Street was effectively taking a position in an internal O-Block dispute. It demanded a response, not necessarily immediate violence, but acknowledgement. Then another incident occurred. O-Block shot an older man, a respected Front Street figure. He was paralyzed. He is in a wheelchair. Shooting an old head is a different moral category of offense. It's seen as total disrespect to the whole formation. Front Street did not forget. They filed it in the communal ledger of debts and offenses. Then there was the 11-year-old girl. A child was shot near the dispute. Community records mark this as foundational. When children get hit between brother formations, informal resolution collapses. The result wasn't instant all-out war, but the direction was set. O-Block Rage, the paralyzed old head, the 11-year-old girl, 3 incidents, each one pushing toward full conflict. By the time the younger generation arrived, the framework of full opposition was already established. They didn't create the beef. They were born into it. The weight of every prior incident falls on your shoulders before you are old enough to have had any say. There is a pattern that runs through the history of the O-Block versus Front Street conflict. A recurring dynamic appears at multiple points. A moment of reduced tension, not quite peace, a reduction in the active daily hostility that gets interrupted by a specific act of disrespect. Big Oney is an O-Block figure who became publicly visible after King Von's death. Von was gone. The institutional authority and personal weight Von provided was no longer there. In that absence, people on O-Block navigated the block's politics without the same restraint. Oney went online and dissed Blood Money. This is documented in the public record. Multiple sources confirm this, including direct Reddit discussions on the Cheericology subreddit. Blood Money's son, Lil Blood, a young man growing up in the shadow of his father's death. He did not stay silent. He fired back at Oney on social media, and then Oney was shot. Oney had been beefing with Lil Blood. The shooting happened a couple months after the public back and forth. Whether the shooting was directly connected to that beef cannot be confirmed. The community is capable of connecting dots. The shooting was received by many as a response to the disrespect. The street's form of accountability when formal justice isn't used. But Oney's trolling and the events that followed reveal something else. Social media has changed the stakes of these internal community conflicts. In previous eras, disrespect circulated through closed community channels. The audience was local. Accountability was local. Now the disrespect is broadcast.
Tuck it. Cause bottom they hit stain. Before they look. Okay. No study.
Okay, guys, Front Street responded. Some of the members are starting to respond. They said last nigga said blood. This blood almost died. And then he also said, fuck that last nigga that tried to fight. Yeah, it's getting picking back up, man. Front Street. With these guys woofing at Front Street right now. Don't know if Front Street had something to do with the situation that happened a couple of days ago, but you could tell when something happened because they started woofing at a certain member.
Talk about this shit all day. We 15, 16, 17. But then you book and I'm just glowed up out here. You don't get to see none of this shit. You just hearing it, but only thing your man, damn, I can't wait to touch. You feel me? Because everybody taking who they love with them, bro. Niggas ain't coming back to get nobody. See, that was shit fucked up, bro. That's our crowd, bro.
Niggas like, you know, me. I mean, you know, but you know, like, you know, So got his crowd, Fredo got his crowd. You know what I'm saying? For them got their crowd.
Fredo.
But in reality, we all is one. But in reality, folks them had their crowds. You know what I'm saying? The internet seen them crowds. You probably be our first time seeing faces like this. I'm saying far as on speaking like, you know what I'm saying, about Bruno, but in reality, we all is one. We come from the same environment. We all under the same umbrella, but everybody had their own shield, had their own crowd. You know what I'm saying? And Blood, that was our crowd. I'm 33, you know what I'm saying? Blood, what, probably like 37 right now, 38 right now. You know what I'm saying? Folks is going to take us really with him. Like, he used to be telling us, tweaking like he'd just leave So Crib. And you know what I'm saying? He had probably been up there with Soulja Boy or some shit. Or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Any one of the rappers and shit. Folks would be like, man, I'm just, man, for you don't know G, man, you don't even know, ooh, I just want to take his ass, man. But that's one of my cousins. And it just to hear folks and see folks in that, you knew it was true, but folks really became humble when he said, like, I'm gonna get us in here. And he got us in there. Like he did though. Like he got us in there. Like, no
they wasn't even trying to let folks in that bitch. They wasn't even trying to let folks in that bitch, but
yeah. Gang, you paying $600 for them, bro.
Oh, they make that.
Yeah, and that's the grip. Fuck you talking about.
Oh, what that is? That's a 10?
Oh, Steve, that's the 10.
Oh, what's that? An FN right there too? What was that in there with that? What's that right there?
That's the
MP3. Oh, green tips in that bitch. You look like me.
Mimo, you play too much. You too grown for that shit, gang.
Oh, man. He look like me. Okay. Like, he look like me over there, bro.
Hey, Shorty,
He
stop
look like
playing with
me
me,
over
bro.
there, gang.
Hey, Lil Waddy, stop playing
He
with me,
look
bro.
like me over there, fat fat.
Wani ain't never been no little nigga gang on
Waddy,
photo.
this,
He over there, fat fat.
Waddy, this
I
is
ain't
my
gonna lie.
house, gang. Like, this how I gotta protect
He
myself.
look like me over there, fat fat. I ain't gonna lie. He look exactly like me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Everything big, everything buttons on Lusty, nothing normal.
Hey, I'm saying that's new to me though.
That's
I
new to
bet it. I bet it is, little folks.
I'm saying you ain't been living like that.
Man, get your lame ass up.
man. Come on, gang.
I ain't even know that. I ain't even know that
What's
today,
happening,
bro.
man?
You lying, gang. Stop doing that, bro.
Oh,
The
No,
fuck?
I know what you was saying, fat fat. You told me you was giving them guns for videos. Okay.
I just
Man,
heard Boo
fuck you
Wop.
so
I just
damn
heard Boo
silly,
Wop
fuck.
tweaking with his ass over here. That's what
Okay.
made me get on. Oh, Steve, I heard a
Oh,
clip
it was
on
on
it.
YouTube?
It's on that shit everywhere. I heard a clip on Instagram. On
No.
Steve, boy, I heard a clip on Instagram. Then four of them just DM me for the block.
Man, Ross, I just
No.
told you yesterday that shit on YouTube,
Four of them
bro.
on the block say, boy, went down last night on Clubhouse yesterday. I said, oh, what, folks?
No.
I just told you that shit was on that
hey,
yesterday,
you
Ross.
live for that shit.
Why that shit out on YouTube? I'm finna
I
go.
just laugh.
He talking about
That's
where that
cause
shit
who it
at.
was, gang. That's cause who it was. I'm laughing at both of y'all for y'all funny as
Yeah,
hell.
no, Boo Wop was just in here tweaking with his ass.
Oh, I ain't even.
Boo Wop be talking to him crazy, folks.
He could do that.
Oh my god. No, he can't,
You know he
man.
could do that.
No, he can't, man.
Don't take it from him. I ain't no hell no
Oh, he
police.
don't even fuck with you, gang. Stop
Man,
dick
look, blood.
riding.
Look, blood.
They don't like you, gang. Oh,
You know what my address was, gang?
I don't give a fuck, bro.
6133 South Michigan on Lusty. Nigga, I lived on Front Street every day, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Ain't
6
me.
years.
I ain't Mimo, bro.
Fuck you talking about, little boy.
Damn.
But for a lot of niggas was around. But what? I ain't even finna go federal on this bitch.
Just be quiet, gang. You too old for this shit, fuck.
Oh, he be
I
talking.
was right around the corner on the mat.
Come on, John.
What that, Deuce?
That's
What's the word?
What you on, Deuce?
Shit, Boola.
I'm chilling, man.
How I feel, saying shit, chiller.
Yeah,
Mimo.
I always have my own guns.
Hey, Mimo.
Mm-hmm.
I be talking to Fat Fat like you don't know.
Don't start no shit. It won't be no shit. No, I ain't no here for no show. I ain't finna play with y'all. Y'all going
Yeah,
fed.
Ross live for this shit, gang.
Both of y'all going fed. This shit got out of hand.
I just know I always have
I
my.
just came over here to listen. I see that little shit. I said, oh, they playing crazy on that motherfucker on stage.
Go.
That's Ross work.
And you letting them like, come on, blood. You know better.
Cool. I ain't gonna lie. I just be really curious. I be.
Gene them sitting back laughing at y'all stupid ass.
Ross doing that goofy ass shit,
I
gang.
just be curious.
Hey, Ross probably the one recording, folks.
Acting like you don't know what's up there. To my
Yeah,
swear to
he
God.
cold, bro. He
On
cold.
Stone.
He,
And I'm the one recording.
On
he got
Blackstone.
like 5 phones, gang. He live for this shit, bro.
On Blackstone.
It's Ross, bro. I done came to a conclusion. Ross be setting me up.
Bitch, I'm in my mode, and I still be with the modes. On Stone. Presidential Paddocks on my wrist, he ain't
Hey,
me.
look, how I set you up to get treated, folks.
Hey, I'm saying though, look, fuck that shit. Hey, Mimo.
Don't call my name on here, boy. You too fed on this
I
bitch.
nah, I'm saying though, cause look, a motherfucker put me on you and
They done
shit.
turned your ass up.
Hey, look, they put me on you. Look, hit me out though.
Yeah, I swear to
What he
God,
Hey,
say?
how you get up with food though, gang?
What he say?
nigga so fucking
You know what I'm talking about, bro.
call my
How
name.
you get up with food though, bro?
I got up with you. I can't get up with fool.
Hey,
Just
oh,
show you.
hey, we into it.
Hey, I show you anybody could get up with anybody out here.
Hey, folks, how you get up with food?
Wrong as fuck. You still
Oh,
little bitches, huh, Mimo?
you know that though. This
I
shit
thought
not.
you was rusty, boy.
Come on, boy. This shit
Oh,
not. What you laughing at, Ross? Which one I clap all day. Which one you laughing at though? What the-
and that nigga say, Mimo, he say, don't call my name on here, boy.
Hey,
Hell no.
call me what's the name on fucking
Okay.
wrong. I don't want to be on those sites. So still.
Yeah, you bogus though, folks. I just had to tell you that.
Tell me what's the name?
Hey, Ross like that.
You be treating
See,
that
don't
shit,
he
bro.
tweak that?
Treat him on back though. It's so wicked. It feels like he automatic, like it's trained for like you.
Oh, that shit. I used to be the king of this shit. I'll let y'all have it.
Dang.
That motherfucker be so strict in his room.
Yeah, that bitch. Yeah,
Oh,
don't
hold up.
don't say my name on here. So you really be treating him, gang. I ain't gonna lie,
He
for.
be dick ride, gang. Go.
No, for he be getting you, bro. Oh, he be getting you, Jay. Fair, I ain't gonna lie, folks. You used to have me before. I used to think you was a savage. Now I'm hearing all this weird.
Oh my
You
god.
got me looking at you a little different, folks.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't
You
tell
can look at me however
you ain't tell me little phone up shot you.
want.
You ain't never tell me that, folks.
Never shot me in their life, gang.
So I little phone up say they part you on the stomach.
Gang, on Jado, they ass is make believe, imaginary drilling, gang. That's sad too, gang.
So who all shot you, folks?
It don't matter, gang. I know who popped me.
He got shot there.
How you know, pops? If they
Phone them popped your
You talking about phone number popped me. Who is phone number? Who is phone number?
phone up popped you, man. Huh? Who was phone up? Phone up who was in that little party with y'all, boy. So, Fefe, is it true that you were still getting up with the front, getting perks and shit back then that's when they caught you on OG?
I should have gave his ass for fentanyl on phone them.
Like you kill itself.
Gang, on phone number. Stop listening to people, gang.
Cause why you getting up with your ops buying pills for?
Dang, why is you listening to people, gang?
For
Y'all
get
ops?
who the front?
Yeah, they ops.
What? It's the
Well, I been there. That's some new shit.
you don't know about that?
Nah, I don't know nothing.
Uh,
Don't tell me nothing. These.
It reaches the sun in real time. It reaches followers, and it reaches documentation communities that amplify it. The trolling is not consequence-free. It is a public act with public reach. The Munaduke situation added another layer. Munaduke, Rachon Vance, was killed in Edgewater in May 2025. His death added to the tally of losses for O-Block since King Von's death. Front Street's doo-wop publicly addressed the Munaduke situation. According to circulated audio, doo-wop told Big Oney he killed Munaduke and a youngin'.
Not you.
On Jado, you ain't been touched.
Not by you.
On Jado, you ain't been touched.
On Jado ain't been touched by you, gang.
Right. That's what we gonna keep it at. Right.
Right.
You got touched, gang.
Now, on 13, one of your homies ain't get touched.
Okay, gang. One person. How many of y'all been touched?
Hold on.
Including you.
13, more than 2 people ain't get touched.
For my shit?
Yeah.
Come on, gang. That don't count, gang. On China. I see what you trying to do. I
Oh
see
my
what you
You
trying
got
to
the
do,
replays
gang.
God,
on.
man.
I see what you trying. Okay. You can't say more than 2 people. On China, you can't say more than 2 people, gang. You can say 10 years ago in Drakey. That's it, gang. On China, you got like, I don't even gotta go there, gang. And you one of them on my sister. I ain't been touched in our war. You have.
Damn.
Ain't no nigga out my crowd been touched in our war. And my crowd the only ones that did something to y'all.
Oh my God, gang.
I'm lying?
Was you with them when I got shot?
Right. I'm not.
You
I'm not
wasn't,
even talking
gang.
about that.
You wasn't, bro. So why
I
you
ain't even talking
talking
about that
about it?
though.
You talking about some other niggas work,
I ain't
gang?
even talking about that though. That ain't the only time somebody from over there been touched.
Hey, you hear me? They did that granddaddy as hell on
That
J-Lo.
ain't the only time somebody
I
been
never
touched, gang.
seen, hold on, I never seen 4 shooters and they don't finish they food, gang.
That's how you know you don't even know your ass lying. It was only 3. It
Oh
was
my.
3 in the driver. 4 people ain't. That's how you know you don't even be knowing what happened to you. I ain't got to go back and forth with you about.
You was there. Let you tell it. Your ass
Man,
wasn't
I
there, man.
ain't wasn't that.
Jabroni, your ass was
I
not
wasn't
there
that
on
shit,
J-Lo. You
gang.
wasn't, gang, so stop
I wasn't
acting
that. You
like you
not
know what the
nobody to be
fuck
talking
you
about
at.
somebody. I didn't touch bigger fish from your block than you.
Oh
Fuck is
my
you talking about? Who the fuck
fucking
is
god.
you?
You wanted to be. You wanted to be
Yo, clown ass on, gang. You ain't nothing,
Clubhouse.
bro.
Your ass is gonna go to jail, you
You
stupid
ain't
ass little
nothing, gang.
boy.
You
Damn.
ain't nothing, gang.
So they be frying y'all ass. Damn.
We be frying them, goofy.
Fool, I ain't gonna lie, folks. Sound like motherfuckers need to get out that grease before they get their ass fried.
You
Sound like you
crazy,
need a
fool.
little oil.
You
Yeah, I
crazy,
probably
brother.
do,
I ain't
but
gonna
niggas
lie
need
to
to
you,
stay out
fool.
that shit before they get their ass
Hey,
fried.
on Jado, hey, boo, boy, I get off house arrest in like 6 days, folks. Don't even call me no more, none of that, folks.
Damn.
You ready to get outside
So
when you
you
get up when
really
you get off
making
house
this
arrest?
shit on here like you just a threat to us or something, gang?
Hey, on Jado, nigga,
You
when I
ain't
was in
never
work,
to my block,
nigga,
not nothing.
look, fuck all
Can
the
you say
bullshit,
that
nigga.
to
I'm in
me?
work release, nigga. I'm in traffic. I show y'all while I'm at. I got
Gang,
them on the sieve right
gang.
now.
Have you ever
Um,
did something to Front
uh,
Street?
have I ever did something to Front Street?
Yes.
Yeah, I did something to Front Street.
Oh my God, gang, I'm finna get off. Wani, on Jado, you did something else since we've been into it with y'all.
Y'all been into it us since I've been in jail, gang.
You lying, gang. We got into it with you and your fat ass got shot. You went to jail like 2 years later.
Why you try to
Um,
lie and say that ain't have a
Kick him out. You be capping, fool. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit ain't cool, brother.
crazy, folks.
You ain't do nothing to nobody from the block, bro.
13. Tanner.
What?
On Tanner.
On 13, on time. That's what you telling me. The merchant, what you talking about? You taking
Yeah.
somebody's gun or something about 10 years ago?
The merch on Tanner, gang. They don't
And you
leave me
gotta
alone.
be talking about you taking a gun like 10 years ago. That's the only thing you could be talking about. We talking about some real, like, like, stop playing a game like you. Like, I
Yeah,
hate when you be
folks.
doing that to the narratives, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, you hear me? The narratives got to change they low so much, gang, because I be on their ass.
That's the streets. It's not you, gang. What the fuck is you talking about? That's the
Y'all
streets.
on in this bitch, man. What y'all on?
Niggas don't change they low because of you, bro. Niggas see you. We play, folk. What?
Y'all on in this bitch, man.
You crazy, folk. I ain't gonna lie
Bro,
to
you
you,
don't see them
folk.
game back here, bro?
Just want to play with it. Well,
Get it out. Take your time.
you know, fuck you just played with.
You on Sibley though? I'm on Sibley right now, man. What
You gonna send me when I call Boo Up, then I call. What? Stop sending me your number,
look,
gang.
on my mama, you talking
And
about
then
that.
you saying like it's cool. Get your goofy overgrown me.
On
Call me
Jado,
and show
nigga,
me a
show me some
10,
money,
nigga.
nigga. Hey, I told Reno show me some money. He ain't even want
On
to call
real,
me,
you
nigga.
never call my phone, nigga. On
Hey,
tie,
like,
you
hey,
said
Man,
you.
get
Hey,
call
your
me
call me
now.
goofy
right now.
ass on,
Call
man.
me
You
right
lying
now.
on Ty,
Call me
nigga.
right now.
You
Show me
lying
that.
on Ty,
You merged
nigga.
it on Jado and
You
said
a
you would show
kid,
me a
nigga. You
dub. Call me and show me
17.
that dub. You burnt Jado, nigga.
That look, bro.
Wait, hold on.
You not ready
Who
to
is that,
die.
Lil Kim?
You not
Hey,
ready to
what you say,
die.
no?
Who is that talking off your mic?
Bro, that's Reno. That's Reno. He on this. Hey, but
And
what I'm
y'all
saying,
just gonna
hey,
skip
look, but
over
what I'm
that.
saying, I want you can't even
Bro,
say
when
none
you
of
was in
And
that.
my
y'all
hood,
just gonna
you
skip
telling the
over
nigga you was
that.
in my hood acting beastie, nigga. You was
What we
like
skipping over,
12.
Jada?
And
Hey,
y'all just gonna what?
You
Wani,
skip
ain't one of
over
them,
that.
nigga.
Hey,
all
Jada, what
On
my
we?
real,
You ain't
niggas
your
nigga, when
Hey,
cousin,
Jada, what we
gang.
skipping
Lil
over,
Dre
Jada?
was
What we
just
skipping
calling
over?
you, hey,
You
look,
ain't
on
your
real,
cousin,
when
bro.
Lil
That's
Dre was just
goofy.
You
calling
said
you and
what?
telling you bum me up, trying to bump when? you
What he
up,
said?
bumping
Wani,
your lips
hey,
like
Wani,
the
on
nigga
my
you
homie,
is.
yo, is
So
blood.
dickball.
I'm finna
Gang, I
mute
don't get
y'all.
what
I'm
you
finna
talking
mute
about.
y'all
But
up,
in my
man.
line
Yeah, that
though,
was crazy.
so stop talking,
Man, you ain't
stop
even did
talking
enough
like
to
that.
even talk to
On
me
my
like
It's
that, my
us.
boy.
Nah, I ain't
niggas
ignored it.
can't talk
Stop talking
Y'all
crazy.
ain't
that
did
gay shit
us.
to me, fool. You
Alright.
can't do that. Come on
Y'all
now,
ain't did
fool.
us.
Man, hey, look, man.
Hey, look,
Niggas.
shorty them just ran y'all homie off
Hey,
my
look.
block, too.
Hey,
Who is my
look.
Who?
You
homie?
niggas some hoes.
Who is
Nah,
Hey,
y'all
look,
some
y'all.
hoes.
Look.
Niggas
Y'all let
bang
little
back to
shorty them
back and
money them
two
off
for
my
one
trip.
like that, you know?
I'm
You
finna have
niggas,
an Abby
bitch.
all the
Hey,
opposite way.
Nigga,
I'm saying, what is walk down game?
come on, bro. What
117
type of
PRL.
question is
I,
that,
I
bro? You
guess
know
they
what
walked
this
it,
is. is.
gang.
Man.
Stop
Take
playing with them,
cages
bro.
I thought
off.
that was Nelly
That shit went
Chopper
out 3
song.
They
years
woke
ago.
shit
Since
down.
when?
Hey,
Since
Big
That shit
Money,
went
stop
out
when?
3
playing with
years
them, bro.
ago.
They
You
woke
was in
shit
Hey,
jail.
down,
You
Wani,
don't
boy.
know what was
Wani.
going
Right,
on, you fat
Hey,
right.
goofy.
Money,
Nigga, I
Wani.
stop
been
playing with
outside
them. They
since
won,
Jado,
boy.
Hey,
nigga. Y'all
Wani,
gotta
2
do
for 1.
something.
Y'all gotta do something, nigga. Y'all niggas 17 years old. Go turn
Y'all
up.
homies dying. Y'all gotta do something.
Tornado, nigga, tornadoes never stop spinning, nigga. I'm the fastest man. Hey, I'm the biggest nigga jumping out this car. I make look easy, bitch.
What happened? How come we
I'm
never
Jado,
collided?
nigga. I make this shit look easy, nigga.
How come we
Go
never
here.
collided then?
And you not gonna hear about no the
you
big
trying to
fella.
say
Go all these y'all curry your ass, nigga. I don't even nothing, man. I had that on the internet. You get dick, I give a game.
Man, look, we ain't doing that. Niggas die every day, B.
Nigga that killed your homie, now what?
Wait, hold on, Wani. Now, we don't like you just lied. Now, I just lost all respect for you, folks. I just lost respect for you right now. Who killed anybody from your side? Hey,
Mama,
doing
nigga,
that.
you lying on your mama, nigga.
look, you want to diss. That's all you want to do. A grown
All the
nigga
fine shit
scared
on
in the
here
crib,
adding
Hey,
nigga.
look,
up.
On tie.
Reno.
On tie, you scared in the crib,
Hey,
nigga.
look, Reno. That nigga, next time I see your brother, I'm facing his. That's cause your look. Next time I
Bro,
see
come on.
your
Hey,
goofy light
look,
skin, and I'm
we all
facing.
here. You know we here.
Ain't no
Come on
man.
now,
He
bro.
ain't
You
no.
know
I'm
what's
a
going
face
on.
him.
Look. Now you hurt. Now you talking about my brother. You hurt. Y'all homies dead. On real, y'all
I
homies
tell you,
dead.
nigga. So go ahead and tell him what is
On real,
going
y'all
on.
homies dead.
And I'm
Fuck your
gone. Now
homie.
I'm in the studio. I'm
Fuck your
finna make a
homie.
new
Them
song.
dudes should have died with them too. Lucky on real.
Nigga, I'ma show you
2-1.
your mouth.
2-1. And since you want the hundreds, get with me. I'm not finna keep talking about your homie being dead. All right, who
Reno.
even that? Show me that dub that you merged on Jado and said you had, little bro.
I called you and you ain't answer, goofy.
On real, nigga, we was on the fucking too.
Oh my fucking god.
I shared my low with you and all. What you talking about?
When you share your low with me,
On real, I got the
I say
screenshot.
share your low. You didn't share it. You sent it. You
Come on,
sent
bro.
it. Share it.
That's the same. Bro. What
Share
you
it.
y'all trying
Share
to
it.
get a
That's not the
look?
same thing, nigga.
Y'all trying to get a low so y'all can say, all right, we gonna come back to Mark. That's the only thing you was on the phone with Lil Dre saying. Like, what you saying, blood? Come on now, bro. You know I know Ed.
That is a public, specific named allegation, one we cannot independently confirm here. What it shows is the texture of the conflict in early 2026, names and body counts trading publicly. Documentation content from late 2025 began circulating. Specifically, a video titled The War in Chirac Apernu 2, Front Street Up 3 Nero on A Block started spreading. It was Front Street's public claim they had extracted 3 losses from
that's how
Obama.
young nigga really
Whether
live.
the
Yeah, I'm
exact
about my
body
business.
count is
Came in this bitch
accurate
straight
is
village, yo
uncertain.
niggas, they bitch, they
But the
snitch.
fact of the public claim, made to draw attention, tells you where the conflict stood in fall 2025. On the other side of the trolling and the tallies, a quieter voice kept showing up. Nutso too much. Front Street, 061. Not a hype man, not a content farmer, a witness. He knew Mario, Blood Money, Hess as a person, a father, a cousin. Front Street GBE, the way he laughed, the weight he carried, what he meant to the block. When the internet turned Blood Money into a talking point, when O-Block figures disrespected his name, when speculation replaced memory, Nutso pushed back. Not with theatrics, with knowledge. Simple, clear corrections. He challenged the narratives that tried to recast the man as a storyline. He answered trolling with context, rumor, with recollection. No scoreboard. No victory lap. Just, this is who he was, this is what happened, this is what it meant to us. In February 2026, the Chief Keef and O-Block Deadliest Feud podcast brought that voice into the record. Nutso's accounts were woven into the reconstruction of Blood Money's death and the long shadow it cast. We can't independently verify every claim made there, but the inclusion mattered. It acknowledged that Front Street's own memory deserved to be heard alongside the noise. Because social media scaled the disrespect, it made the hurt public and permanent.
Hey, look. Y'all, I'm not finna be on no internet arguing with no nigga or nothing. I said what I said one time, right? Here's what I'm saying. You niggas run around like somebody scared of y'all or something, gang. On some real 100 shit. Y'all ain't even did shit to buddy them and y'all in the A with them. Make it make sense, bro. So why the fuck would I be scared of some niggas that's in Atlanta and I'm in Chicago every fucking day. Even when y'all get to Chicago, I'm still in Chicago. Fuck, nigga, we ain't ducking shit, nigga. Nah, scatter you niggas, bro. Y'all can play that shit with somebody else, gang. Street money way longer than rap money, bro. You niggas ain't even got no fucking money, bro. You niggas living off another nigga name. Put you niggas back in Chicago, you niggas will be nobodies. You niggas will be scared to come outside every day. Before you... Come on, gang.
Sends you a personal message. Y'all gotta watch from the beginning to the end. If niggas don't know what you did.
Niggas confusing this clout shit and this money shit. That shit two different things, bro. Everybody got money, bro. Everybody on something. Everybody have emotion, man. You niggas be talking about money. Y'all ain't got no money. You wearing another nigga chains. Holding another nigga money, man. I've been playing with this shit, man. 100 years and running, man. Been got that shit, man. You wanna have a money fight on Instagram or something? You wanna get the up and these roads? I ain't talking about nobody else's money. What the fuck is wrong with you, little boy? Stop playing with me. I don't give no fuck with no nigga talking about money don't make you real, gang. Just cause they got money, you still a bitch. That shit don't make you real, gang. Niggas crazy out here, man. For real, for real. Y'all need to get y'all shit together.
Niggas gotta step up and have leadership, you feel me, amongst their friends, you feel me? Right. And a lot of sucker shit wouldn't go on, but because it ain't no, niggas don't be wanting to lead, niggas just want to say what's wrong, you feel me? I just let it, a group of sucker niggas get together.
Nutso chose the harder route, consistency over clout, facts over friction. He kept saying Mario Hess's name the way people who loved him say it, full human, uncut by algorithm. In a story that rewards spectacle, he guarded the simple truths that slip away first. That a man was more than a diss, that legacy needs caretakers, and that sometimes the bravest act is refusing to let the dead be rewritten by people who weren't there. When Nutso insisted on memory over spectacle, he was pointing at what happens when a block forgets its center.
The reason a lot of them how they is. He the reason I am how I am. He the you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to give him all the credit like as if he made us, but folks we under his umbrella. That's all I'm gonna say.
And it's another thing I wanna say too. I don't give a fuck how a nigga try to play it, what a nigga wanna do. On my kids, nigga, I'll go against the whole city for folks. This how niggas trying to play it. Since we BDs and blood GD, we don't supposed to ride for him like that. Is you fucking crazy? This our right-hand mans. He more BD than a lot of niggas. A lot of these niggas not even blessed in. Who blessed y'all in, gang? If we ain't blessed y'all in, who blessed y'all in, bro? How did y'all just woke up talking about y'all BD gang? If you ain't get blessed in from me, Keelan, Roller, Reese, shit like that, bro, you niggas better watch out, man. All you niggas was, but I don't give a fuck. My man, hell yeah, my man's was GD, and I'm riding with him to the fullest, nigga. Even when he was even out there. See, this is what I'm saying. If folks are still alive, niggas wouldn't even be playing with folks like that, bro. Like he ain't just no anybody, gang. He just not know anybody, bro. He not know anybody out here, bro. On my kids, folks ain't no just anybody out here, bro. What it was, a motherfucker know how he coming for a motherfucker like. I bet.
That's another story though, for like in reality,
yeah,
the whole meaning of
it, like that shit be,
but the
that
truth,
shit be blowing me, folks.
You know, when you an issue, when you a problem, when you a threat, you know what I'm saying? When you empowered or you coming in position to be empowered, you know that's a real chess move. You know, you gonna put a lot of more motherfuckers in power, and that make you even powerful. You know what I'm saying? So a motherfucker got the power out the way. And in reality, like, you know, our guys, like, I can say a lot of names, but niggas know who they is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't said shit. Ain't gonna ever say
what's
shit.
One of them, what's the name, G-Thing? When y'all was at a show or something. Then when I called from jail, y'all just came back from that show. What, that was Kankakee?
Yeah, when you was fucking with Fat Gleason shit.
Fat Gleason, Fat Trail.
That was
he used to be with him every time. Every time I called from jail.
Yeah, free Rhino, man. Free Rhino, man. Me and Rhino, bro, man. My boy
Reese,
he flocked for murder and shit, but like he another one who's gonna really crash all out, like no thinking. You know
crash out.
No lights
niggas got him out the way, folks. Niggas tried to get folks out the way. Like this shit real, man. This shit real, man. Like I don't know, Troop. This shit just real, man. We got a lot of music coming up, man. A lot of shit finna be happening, man.
To map O-Block versus Front Street in 2026, we have to trace the cracks that widened as outside pressure rose. Von was connective tissue, not just an artist. His ties to Lil Durk and OTF. His lines into 600 and Memo 600. His reading of Southside politics. Those were Von's personal bridges. When he died, those bridges didn't become institutions. Von to X relationships turned contested without him to mediate. Before Front Street re-emerged, O Block was already absorbing hits from inside. Boss Top's turbulence. GD versus BD tensions inside Parkway. The fight with Von. The misread Chief Keef lyric that sparked a public diss of Blood Money. The damage wasn't only reputational, it was relational. Then came the microphones. J Hood publicly claimed things about Von, about T-Roy, about Blood Money, about Chains and Parkway's internal pecking order. Airing those disputes turned private fights into a map outsiders could press. The federal case that convicted Charles C. Murda Liggins and 4 others for FBG Duck's murder removed core operators from O Block's orbit for likely decades. The effect was the same. Fewer hands, fewer voices, fewer options. Add the losses. T-Roy, dead at 23. King Von, dead at 26. Munna Duke, gone in May 2025. Multiple members in federal custody. A roster thinned across music, muscle, and mediation. Capacity shrinks. Response time slows. Small frictions become big splits. Front Street carried Blood Money's death since 2014 as a central grief. They never stopped keeping score of losses, of disrespect, of time. By late 2025, the Front Street Up 3.0 talk captured community confidence in real names and outcomes. This isn't gloating, it's the ledger of a conflict. Internal fractures made external pressure heavier. External pressure made internal fractures spread. The math is brutal. No one is winning anything worth what's already been paid. April 2026. Let us count. Not to celebrate. Not to crown a winner. To be honest about what's here. Right now. Blood Money. Mario Hess, gone since April 9th, 2014. He has a son. Lil Blood grew up carrying the weight of his father's death. The constant echo of disrespect attached to it. He is still carrying it. T-Roy. James Johnson, gone since 2017. 23. His name is pinned to an allegation online. His family disputes it. The murdered man's family disputes it. He cannot answer it. His family has to. King Von, Davin Bennett, gone since November 6, 2020. 26. He was connective tissue to OTF, to 600, across South Side lines. When he died, the bridges were not institutions. The thread broke. Things he held together unraveled. Munna Duke, Rechon Vance, gone since May 2025. Another O Block name on a wall of names. Another absence turned into views instead of intervention. The C. Murda federal case. 5 from Parkway, convicted of murder and racketeering. 5 lives defined by federal time. 5 removed from the daily calculus of the block. Front Street's own losses are layered. The paralyzed old head, still here, in a chair. A permanent casualty whose life narrowed to the dimensions of a shooting, and then the original wound on Front Street's side. Blood Money, not the only loss. The defining one. The loss that shaped the conflict's moral center for them. The disrespects that followed weren't isolated. They were echoes of that first offense. In the forums, the debate over who killed Blood Money is still active in April 2026. J Hood alleges Von J Hood alleges T-Roy. Others cite the family's public statements. The person who was with Blood Money that night, who survived, says it was not O Block. Blood Money's family says the killer died in 2015. These counterclaims sit beside the allegation with no formal resolution. The honest account owes one thing: present all of it. Weigh what exists. Give the dead man's family the same weight as a third-party claim. Blood Money's family says it was not Von and T-Roy. The person who was with him says it was not Von and T-Roy. We cannot ignore that. We should not. So, the score no one wanted. A ledger of losses, removals, fractures, internal breaks that made external pressure heavier. External pressure that split the inside further. By 2026, there is no victory here. Only survivors, grief, and a city still paying.